that he is very well known on the Jet. We're going to see him now on the Neon. We're going to see if he's going to bring that kind of explosive play to this agent. I'm expecting nothing less, of course. And on the side of Prisa Gaming, we're seeing a little bit of that cloaked Neon action that we saw earlier once again here, Dax. Unfortunately, though, Margaret's still keeping it cool.
No, let the man play Cypher, okay, Mika. Prisa on...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going?
KO as well as Sova for the side of Riddle Order. They usually play something a little bit different. They sort of initiators. They like to play the stuns and the flashes instead. So more info.
Hello everybody. Welcome to my stream, ladies and gentlemen. This is the VCT Ascension happening in Jakarta right now. And I know it's the second game for the day. First game, obviously, I'm not going to wake up that early for that. And this one is going to be Riddle Order versus Prisa Gaming. So let's get this started. Map video already ho chuka hai. First map is going to be Sunset. Before we get into that, let's do a little review of who these teams are. I'm pretty sure you are aware about Prisa Gaming right now, because they already beat Revenant yesterday. About everyone else, Prisa Gaming, if you guys did not know about this, are a mixed team between Korea and Japan. The organization is Korean. They are bootcamped in Korea, but they have a couple of Japanese players as well. Meanwhile, Riddle Order, they are more of a mixed team. And Celadam is like one of the best players over here. Prisa, big Korean powerhouse. Persia absolutely destroyed them yesterday. Tambi was a deadly duelist yesterday against Revenant Esports. And the funny part about both these teams is that both of them kind of struggled during their respective challenger leagues in their respective countries, and just towards the tail end of the tournament they were able to come alive. Even in Split 1 they did not really establish themselves as the best teams in either in their countries.
It's like, it's that textbook play versus something that can be a little bit more out of the box and unconventional. So we're gonna see exactly how that plays off as we prepare to get into our second series of the day, Riddle Order versus
While I do that,
Gaming.
let me just
and Komodo.
give a little.
Now, I, for one, certainly support my Japanese overlords in a way, right? I'll tell you a very quick story about where I met Laz in Shanghai in 2019. That's it. That's the story. It was amazing. But I've been
That's it. That's the story, though.
Japanese side.
I respect it. I respect it.
Throughout their competition, right? But I've got to stick it up to them. And I think Komodo totally appreciate why you go on the way of SPG, mate, because they've certainly got a bit to say coming into this competition.
Yeah, I mean, I look at these two teams as having some of the longest runs that we've actually had through the Premier system, through the advanced system, in towards the main system, right? We've got, on one hand, SPG that didn't drop anything when I thought that final qualification game was actually going to go Nongshim's way until the very final map, where the attacking side just went, absolutely nuts for SPG, to then Riddle, who only dropped one series to Scars, now here completely flawless, right?
Just going to post the story on my Instagram as well, and then we're going to be ready for this game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this started! I freaking love Sunset, and especially after seeing SPG play on Sunset yesterday, after seeing how they destroyed Revenant Esports. I'm kind of excited to see what more they have in store for us. Let's go!
Or are you going onto something like Abyss that Riddle Order don't play whatsoever? Because
don't mind me, just gonna post this on Instagram as well, so other people can also join in and have a little show over here.
We're in towards Sunset to start things off, which is what I'm extremely excited for. Not to mention, Mitch, that we've got a change of agents actually coming through, right? Prisa start with the same agent lineup that we know and love, but Riddle, they change up their composition to play something like Vitality and what EDG are running. So I think this is going to be extremely cool.
Absolutely, man. Well, that's the thing, right? Riddle Order, they've had the time yesterday to sit back.
Let's go. And they have picked a Clove. I'm pretty excited to see what Persia has in store for that with the Clove pick. It's Neon KO. Oh my god, they're already pushing down mid. And it's the Clove that's pushing down, of course, so they can smoke entirely towards me. Oh my goodness. They can't even contest for the spike, man. They're literally getting pushed into their spawn. Sheesh.
Pick that up. Now it's all left onto Ace in this 1 versus 3.
You want to try B? No, you will not go B. Immediately, straight shooting is
Sheesh.
Gaming.
That is dangerous, bro. That is dangerous. That is actually lethal.
Gorgeous. Even Darby just on the frenzy, just tapping away as well, right? Everybody getting in your face for SPG. And I think, Mitch, if I'm looking at this from a really high-level view, right? We're seeing #1 Japan, #1 Korea. We're seeing already SPG playing and getting a series here. We're thinking to ourselves, this is a very plausible
Dambi doesn't
grand
feel like
final
he's the kind of
really
duelist that's
early,
afraid
and
of
I think we're
anything.
gonna be seeing
In fact, he
this
doesn't
for a
even
lot
need to
of
pick up that
matches
frenzy
actually
if he's
this
not getting
year,
in their
as
faces, but
opposed to
he's just
last
gonna pick it
year's
up and fight at
SPG.
any range with
For
that.
sure, man. You know,
It's kind of insane how he does it.
skill
And this time it's gonna be a fast one. Again?
being elevated, right?
No, not that
But
fast. They
a
stopped
sense
just
of
a little bit.
greatness kind of thing, so we've got a
Riddle
lot
order
of,
on our eco,
these teams
so
are
Sin
looking
Prisa know that they don't want to
strong
walk
in
into
this
any
tier 2
traps.
area, and you know, obviously
Don't want to
there's a
walk into
talent
any
scouting
stacks and
area,
shorties and all.
for tier 1 too. So,
But that
you know, all
same
these
thing
things
applies
have
to
so
Riddle
much
order as well,
so much to
because
say,
they will have
and
to
Sin Prisa, you know, just
do a
straight
lot
out
more
the gate,
information
ripping
hunting
the
rather
door
than just
open and
standing
saying,
here
"This
outside
one's
of A
ours,
main
we'll
waiting
take
for a push out.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
They probably expected the
Now
neon.
you got a little bit of a lean for SPG over towards this A site with a Spotto to come through from
But this is not
Ivy.
happening. Again,
Oh, he's been really fancy to see how he navigates around on this.
great stun. Oh, he doesn't kill the guy close up, but Dambi walks into that stun. My goodness, and annihilates everyone.
He is pretty good at tapping away, even when
Yeah.
stunned up.
Spectre recovery not possible, and that is it. That's the end of the round. But good thing that Riddle ought to get rid of this round quite early on. At least they now know what.
Amazing, no vandals, just the Guardian. But it's still a pretty decent statement there that they're not going to let Riddle overwhelm them at all.
Yeah, absolutely not.
And I think there needs to be a bit of an answer as well.
Oh,
coming
tech
into
pause
this
again.
because
Let's
their
go.
last
Hit
upset
over
vote
like that.
against Nongshim didn't really deliver anything, right? You know, on the defensive side, which they didn't need to. And I think that's the point in play. The attacking side is so brutal from Sin Prisa Gaming on this one that I'm going to be keen for when it flips. So I think we need
Why
to
do we
see
have to go
more from
technical
this
pauses
defensive
again? It's
side
like
of
2
SPG.
rounds
We've
into the
always started
game,
with the
man.
pistol
2
second
rounds.
of
2
these
freaking
rounds.
rounds
Great.
into the game, and we
Now
already
we're
have a
heading
tech
towards
pause.
this bonus scenario. We're
At
not
least
really
in these
seeing
2
too
rounds,
many collected opponents
Riddle were
from
able to figure
Riddle
out
Order just yet, right? When you're,
what kind
got
of
these
aggression
completely
SPG are
different
throwing at
agent
them.
lineups.
First round
You're
they
looking
went for
for
a full
tendencies,
mid
you're
plus
looking
B
for
crunch.
leans, you're looking
Second
for
round,
narrow for me,
at around the 1
where
minute mark,
Kai is actually gonna
they
be
went for a
rotating
full
around because
A
these
fight.
0 points are usually pretty stellar.
They didn't get flanked or anything from mid, but
So
they
it's
saw
gonna
what the
be on
defaults
the
look
map.
like, right? The fade
Yeah,
and
no,
the
It's
neon will
like
always
the,
start
you know,
on A.
sit
That's
back
what
and
they
look at kind
noticed.
of
This
the
time,
approach that these
switch up
teams
has
are putting
been
in, you know,
implemented.
changes
Neon is
from
present
split
here.
1 into split 2. Both teams, you know, had a pretty good run. I'm just thinking about, you know, the moments obviously where Riddle had the reverse sweep in the finals to find their way here. Just very entertaining kind of rosters that we've got inside the server right now, you know, individually and as a group.
Yeah. Just as we've got this little pause right now as well, of course, for Kaide really changing the role in towards this map, right? You know, we've seen the deployments where we change up the agents opposed from the Rays on different maps, you know. We always see who's running, if Seldon's running Jet or if we're getting the Gecko in, you know, what sort of changes we're getting. So I think for Kaide, we need to have a bit of an emphasis on him for setting up Seldon. I think that's going to be important in this because you know that there's going to be some really fast-paced duels from SPG when they're setting up Darby, when Persh is getting into the action as well, because it's going to be this pseudo-aggressive Clove coming on through, making sure that they get in your face, getting a player advantage. As soon as this plant starts to come down, SPG, they don't necessarily need to go in for the retake immediately to stop you from planting if they've got that player advantage, right? They'll settle, they'll rest, they'll explode back at you. So
My
I
God,
think
this
there's gonna be
guy
a
is
lot of
theory crafting
up
so
and
much
down
just to
action
fill
on
in for
both
time. I
sides,
feel bad for
and
him.
I think it's going to be kind of similar to what we saw lastly in JFT's game, right? Where you're going to have a lot of fast pace, you're going to have a lot of slow pace and a lot of stalling action. Both of the teams, though, in this series are going to be deploying on that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about that adaptability, right? You know, and especially when we're talking about results in scrims and things like that, you do get a level of awareness on, you know, what these kind of teams are going to be throwing out at you. But again, it all sort of determines on what it's like in the moment, how you're going to be able to adapt and make it all work in the server at the time. But yeah, again, you know, both these teams really sort of have a lot to prove, like as we've known in TAC FPS history, right? You know, depending on the title, you know, there's been inconsistent performances, you know, especially sort of over towards the Japanese side. But when it comes to Valorant, it's been such a strong title for their region, and you know, it's sort of really looking to show and prove this. But as the regions kind of all get like chopped together a little bit, you know, with some imports around the bend and everything like that, it just always becomes so interesting watching some of these rosters line up together.
Yeah, no, absolutely, for sure. We'll just wait on some confirmations on this one. Tell me though, dive in a little bit deeper, right? So all of us on the panel, majority of us, I think maybe it is just you and Vic that have gone for Riddle order, right? But you've not picked them to win the whole thing. So how far do they get?
I don't know. Like, honestly, the scariest thing is versing a team like SPG so early on in the competition, right? You know, they've got the upper advantage, they've got the day off advantage, but you never actually know if it ends up being an advantage or not, right? Because you've obviously got that opportunity to sit back, watch your team, play it all out, but then at the same time, the other team's already warm. And, you know, SPG, you could argue that they had a relatively easy game coming in against Revenant. Revenant started 7-0, but then they immediately flipped the narrative and ended up winning out, 13-10, 13-5. So they've got the warm-up, they've got the reps, and I think, you know, to sort of sit back and say why I've picked them to win this one, but also to not win the whole thing, is I just think there's some really, really solid talent inside this competition, right? So I think they've got what a chance.
Yeah, but you gotta prepare for the other steps as well, right?
With the roster being so young, with a number of these players coming
Did
up
they actually
from,
say all this in like an
young
interview or
ZD
something?
Academy, right? The ZD youngsters.
Like where's this info coming
I
from?
think there's a lot of pressure on some of these players to connect and transfer that talent across, right? You know, there's always a thing about doing it online and everything like that. But that said, you know,
Look at that.
Obviously they do have their labs, they do have everything.
Sorry.
ZD Academy, right?
Where's that
The
referee? Where's that
youngsters,
referee?
I think there's a lot of pressure on some
Wait.
of these players to
Look at this
connect
referee's
and
face,
transfer
okay?
that talent
When he
across,
comes
right?
in.
You know, there's always a thing about doing it online and everything like that. But obviously they do have their lanes, they do have everything.
That referee looks so done with the amount of problems he's faced today. He looks so done. He's like, can we just start this game? And that referee's face, says it all for all of us. हम सब के लिए ऋषिकेश रवि अरे रेडर सर आया चैट पे कैसे हो सर वेलकम सुबह सुबह कैसे आना हुआ वेट इट्स प्रॉब्ली नॉट मॉर्निंग फॉर यू व्हाट टाइम इज इट देयर फॉर यू It's either very early morning or like late evening or something. I'm sorry, I don't know how time zones work, bro. Please एक बार मुझे remind कर देना, Raider sir. Alright, finally game started. Oh my god, this guy has no chill. He just goes. अरे कुछ तो दे दो उसको, एक फ्लैश वगैरह हेल्प कर दो. बॉटम मिड पे तुम ना फाइट करेगा ऐसे ही रैंडमली स्लाइड आउट करके. 3 लोग उसके ऊपर चढ़ रहे हैं तो 2:30 AM here. भाई क्या कर रहा है इतनी रात को? क्या कर रहा है इतनी रात को तू? 2:30 AM सो जा भाई, तेरा तो कॉलेज है सुबह को. ओ नो वेट, कल तो संडे है, कल कॉलेज नहीं रहेगा इसलिए. ओ आई गेट इट. पूरा साइट रीक्लियर करना पड़ता है ये प्लांट करने के लिए. ओ एंड दे आर डूइंग सीटी प्लांट. I would love to see this in the new sunset. अभी उनने कल ही नए sunset के बारे में बताया आप हैं. I want to see what the new sunset looks like. Because अभी तो it's just a post-plant spam fest. At least with this plant position, it doesn't face the same problem. You know, थोड़ा सा variety देखने मिलता है B-side plant के बाद. Hello, spotted. अरे sound दे दिया इसने बहुत ज़्यादा. Nice.
And that's a nicely found opening round here for Riddle. Obviously it's just
Weird चीज़ है, उनने प्लांट किया सीटी का लेकिन होल्ड किया नहीं सीटी का. वो जरूरत नहीं पड़ी उनको. समझ गया था उनको बहुत जल्दी कि रिडल ऑर्डर रिडल नहीं कि एसपीजी बैकस्टैप आएगा. So काफी जल्दी उन्होंने एडजस्ट कर दिया before the plant even happened. Cypher's holding that one in an angle is not gonna be possible anymore in the new sunset. वो बॉक्स ही हटा दिया वहां से.
The Cypher, right? Everyone was wondering if we're playing a map like Icebox, what are you going to be going on towards?
तो रेडर भाऊ रात को 2:30 बजे तुम कुछ खेल नहीं रहे हो? बाकी लोग किधर है अपने? Where's our public? Oh my god, भाई डम्बी थोड़ा पेशेंस ब्रो. तू ट्रिप मार के थ्रू जा रहा है. चल अगर तुम ये पुश करते while Persia is helping you out, while Francis is flashing for you, understandable. It was just one haunt, and even then you can't kill both of them because it doesn't detect both of them. Francis pushing through the smoke like that. भाई क्या हो रहा है ये? This is not the SPG that we saw yesterday.
There's a difference between, you know, letting that sink in and throwing the sink at it, and I think they went for the sink at it approach that didn't quite work. That sink was a bit of a meanie. I don't know.
And now it's going to have to settle.
Man loves to talk about the sink.
Coming in towards this next round with an overdrive available for Darby. Maybe they want to go and hold W again if they feel like they can catch them off guard, because it's kind of just been this spreading out around the B main.
सब सो रहे हैं, मैं भी जाऊंगा सोने अब. All right, man. You take care of yourself, bro. सो जाओ आराम से
Unfortunately for
या फिर
them,
2-3
for
गेम बाद
Riddle,
में
then
खेल
you
के
can
सो
wait patiently
कल
and
वैसे भी
go,
छुट्टी है
get
तुम्हें
in, see if there's any overextensions, which is not a bad idea. You can afford to waste the first 10-15 seconds just being very patient before you
जा रहा है
set
तो
yourself up
बाकी
as well,
दोस्तों को भी बोल
because
देना कि भाई आके
you
देख ले
know
दो
that a
तीन
map
व्यूअर
like
चाहिए
this
यार
for
और
Margaret is going to have a lot of different cipher utilities as well. Going slow, clearing all of your corners, getting your shock darts in the lines. If you're Jojo, you want to make sure you're at least affording yourselves a way into the site to make it a little bit easier. You're going to have to see what Kaide is
Oh, he
gonna do
wants
with
to
these
push
zero
this.
points
Oh,
a
of
little
course
bit
he wants
later
to
on,
push
but
this. He
right
wants
now,
to play with a
you
Bucky.
feel like there's a bit
Just
too
up
much
close on that
info
one
at
way.
this big site,
Okay,
for example,
bro.
for SPG. You
Typical
technically
Neon
could
main
drop an
behavior.
Alchemist to go in
Typical.
and play post if you wanted
Very
to.
typical.
Then sell them a little bit deeper in with the Neon to find the space.
And these guys,
Overdrive,
after
obviously,
having a
caught.
double initiator setup, are doing a contact play towards B. Wow, bro. एक किल मिल गया अब जाओ सारे डैगर्स फेंको रिकॉन्स फेंको दोनों एक साथ फेंक दिए गए बाय द वे जस्ट टू मेक श्योर कि साइड के अंदर कोई नहीं बैठा है उन्हें मालूम रहेगा बैठा रहेगा कोई तो इधर स्मोक के एज पे Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Oh, Splant, why they're already invading. Spike plant हुआ नहीं कि वो लोग घुस रहे already. Huh? Sure, thank you. Give me a spoon also, no? Yeah. Hey boys, got some breakfast as well. Alright, Raider. See ya. Bye bye. Good night. Take care of yourself.
Maybe not to be as quick as we saw previously. They've got a little bit of this extra retake utility available now with Francis having in on the Rolling Thunder. They've also got that neural theft in, but the immediate protocols from actually, around
That flash came in at such perfect time.
2 seconds. Is looking good,
Blinded everyone
right?
from both the teams. I don't know which kid threw it. Yeah, this one. K-Dai. How do I say his name? K-Dai? KD?
Where you be drawing more on towards your defaults you might expect with the mid taking.
Oh my god. Bro is fast. Bro is going in. And there's so much happening towards market. These guys are trapped over here. Go for it. Slide again. Only slide can beat us on the slide. Let's go. And here comes the Rolling Thunder. No plant for you just yet. And wait, the sword doesn't get hit with it. He's just trapped in the corner. Oh my god, Dambi clearing everything. Everything.
But it's Dambi, it's Neon Diff, my god.
Indeed, Neon Diff, bro. Sheesh. I thought Celadon was going super fast with him invading top mid like that on the left side. And then Dambi's like, I'll show you how to do it. What? I would hate playing against that, man.
Right? Your opponent
By the way,
can
fellas,
focus on
we
you
have
for
some
a
breakfast
second.
now.
It's great to see that SPG don't get too
Sabudana khalo.
focused on where Soldam is, because the remainder of the Riddle forces are still trying to break and enter in towards the B site. They need to be still keeping their focus on towards the site itself to stop what's happening there. Again,
Yeah, see, this is a good stun. Stun plus slide in. But I'm actually very happy that Riddle Order are able to trade out that Neon before the Neon does too much damage. Which is something that Revenant wasn't able to do. एक बार Dambi उन पे चढ़ता था तो वो double triple kill निकाल के आता था. Oh. Alright. Switch up. Wow. Wow.
What an animal this guy is! Exactly right. Big brain,
This guy's just
overwhelming mega mind. It's happening, and Riddle take it back, and that is a decimating round for SPG's economy.
The timing and awareness on that one, and maybe you'll throw in a little bit of luck there for Kaide on that rotation back towards B, because you've been double flanked, right? When you've got Persha pushing up from the back bottom and mid and towards Tiles, you've got Margaret that's coming all the way through your spawn as well. You're feeling a little bit claustrophobic as Riddle, but with Kaide just coming out with the shots, I mean, no angle left unchecked. You did technically see some of that breach utility over to the A site, so you kind of had the idea that he was going to be rotating from there anyways, but just the timing on that one. I mean, we blink and we missed it into the beginning of this.
Wow, another mid brawl.
Probably just give him 5.
Wow.
Sunset and Neon together is just too much. I don't understand, man. It's just being absolutely everywhere. Like, I'm already losing it all out. Yakuka is in spawn. Like, this is what I'm talking about, though, right? The pace, the confidence. Riddle, they come in, they lose out the pistol, they lose out the second round. SPG also had that really, really solid round, obviously punishing the Soldam's push into Boba, but overall, Riddle have just been kind of winning out this dual game when it comes to it, and the trades have just been super successful for them.
Yeah, I think this will put a little bit of a damper now on the speed and aggression that SPG are going to have to try and run out with, right? Because Riddle are collected together, they're grouped up, they're all watching each other's angles, and they're not focusing on too much of their utility after their initial set.
And this is what I was talking about, though, right? The reset of the economy. They're on pistols again.
Where's Dambi?
Yeah,
Where's
not
Dambi?
to
He's
get
doing that
available
jump
for
shot. He
Prisa,
wants you to
Nightfall
come into with him.
Miracle
He
as
wants you
well,
to peek
so
him.
They've got a little
He's like,
tricklings here. Darby
he's
finds one,
doing
he'll
that
have it override.
Samuel Jackson dialogue right now.
But I
Peek
like
me.
this slowness
Peek me,
from,
motherfucker. I double dare
Riddle
you. Peek
actually,
me.
right? They again don't see any over-aggression from
Where's
SPG.
Bucky
They're
waiting?
playing
Oh,
close
okay.
to
Saradam
so
finally gets him. Bucky won't win this time.
Soldom was not known that he was too far up already in front of this. A good play from Riddle in the beginning of this round.
Jojo's found Persia. Persia does actually pop the not dead yet, but that's Soldom finding it. I don't even know if Persia's going to be able to find him. Back at this. Information gone. Dead.
The unbreakable trips. Jeez, guy. This guy's a bully, yaar.
Play against this, man. Margaret left alone 1v5 just for the sheriff. And the level of confidence, like, this is TikTok gameplay at its finest.
And I'll add to the fact as well that in an official
He said it.
this is Soldom's
He
first
said it.
appearance on a Neon, and he's already doing this to you. If you're SPG and you actually
He said the truth. This is TikTok gameplay at its finest.
You get too hard against the Soldom Neon because I don't think you can.
No, exactly right. When it doesn't exist, how are you supposed to prepare for it? Margaret does manage to get two in the end, but Soldom will be able to take it down. So he is absolutely popping off right now, and it is a very humbling moment for me as a long-time fan to be able to be casting his game right now with this level of quality. And that's the thing. Soldom doing Soldom things in the previous round has got nothing currently on what Kaide's done, right? You know, he's at the top of the server. So it's very, very good Valorant coming out right now. It's super quick, and SPG is struggling to...
Bro is playing Apex Legends, yaar.
After we get the first half come through, is anything going to be able to change on the defense?
Yeah.
But Prisa Gaming, they're going to call that...
I'm gonna call it out, bro.
Lose it out.
Bit of a timeout to have a talk here. I'm just thinking in my head, right? Soldom's coming out with this on the...
I actually just had to say it. I just had to say it. I had to write it down in chat.
Kong's just zipping around. Soldom's zipping around. I can't even imagine it. It would
1v1? That's crazy.
It'd be absolutely chaos. But a big crucial round coming forward for SPG now. A couple of ults still trailing on this defensive side, however. So this timeout really needs to bring your focus point together.
Well, one thing,
So
mate,
at least,
look,
you know, 5.
absolutely, but this is the craziest part to me, right? You look at Persia, who had such a good series yesterday, 1-9, like hasn't really had the chance to activate. And obviously, popping that not dead yet in the previous round as well. Just it's been super,
actually
super
quite
awkward.
low.
So this is the thing.
1-9 is not
some of
expected
the
from someone like
individuals
Persia.
stepping up, Danby, Francis, Margaret have been doing good things so far, but Ivy and Persia, they're not, you know, playing.
11-3 is not expected from
They've just been
KD.
punished and haven't been able to kind of get into the server just yet. Meanwhile, on Riddle Order's side, everyone's kind of doing their part so far.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a comparison against the grand final, right? Where in Korea's region, we saw Danby and Margaret become really flat, and it was someone needing to step up, and it would just so happen it was Persia and Ivy that did it at the end of the grand final. Now you're getting a bit of a change-up, right? Where Danby's doing all right, Margaret's doing all right, and it's Persia and Ivy that have stepped down. So we know that we've got these different deployments on SPG that you can bring the team back up. Now we just need to step into the realm of realizing where are we weak on this map. What are Riddle Order doing good? We've tried aggression. We've tried slow pace. And Riddle Order
music
are
बंद कर दो,
besting
game
us in
sound
both
डाल
of
लो.
these. So back towards a numbers
Thank you,
game
production.
for SPG towards the A side. A bit of a how do you do?
Contact play
Come
up
out with
tiles.
Persia with the beginning utility
No smoke,
disappearing,
no
and that
flash,
can
nothing.
give a rotation now for SPG.
That's a double peak
Give some
contact play.
alertness over towards
Triple
Margaret.
peak actually.
You
Omen
can
भी
be
उनके साथ.
pushing towards B main. Careful in towards mid as well. So it's just these little small steps that SPG are making around the map that they need to ensure that they're finding either an opening kill and
They just
falling
need to
back, or
beat the glow
doubling
cut timing.
down
Those
on
slow
these
smokes are the
kills.
smallest.
I'm looking at the ultimate
Those one ways will expire way faster than anyone else. And there you go. Smoke's already used up and tagged. This is dead. Oh, Persia ran, bro. He ran. Meanwhile, their mid aggression has fallen apart. That's it. GG. Riddle Order have through this round.
It's enough for now. But it's going to make it really awkward on the remaining members because this was the thing. They played the start of the round so slow. They kind of baited SPG into a couple of rotations, but then by going mid and getting that tiles control, SPG have been able to capitalize back into it. So there's Persia, person who we were talking about, getting back into the server now. Couple of frags found. Really
Persia, he's locked in, bro. Look at how close he is to the screen. He's like this. He's playing like this close, man.
If you are SPG, right? Ace is still full HP. Jojo's down to 20.
Bro is locked in. And even after that, he's sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard with only 2 kills.
You don't need to force the issue. You don't need to overextend because you've got no one here, right? You lose.
Come on,
rounds
make a
with
move.
SPG. It's not a Riddle winning. And with 5 seconds to go now, emphasis will shift onto holding onto this weaponry. If you're
With like 1 second left, why is he trying to peek, bro? Just save it. Just respect your opponent at this point.
It's not something you often see in the old game of
Alright.
Valorant, but they're happy to take those weapons into the net.
Alright.
That was a great counterplay, as I said.
Good
from that re-aggression
plan.
towards mid.
Execution थोड़ा fail हुआ. I liked what Riddle Order did.
To their advantage.
I like what they were trying.
And as I said, finally getting an additional frag from Ivy and Persia in the server, getting that impact down. Very, very well done from them. Because I'm sort of thinking about it, right? You know, we had touch back on the, exactly, the JFT game just before up against Rapid Low Fight. It was so funny on Icebox just watching the slow starts, and then all of a sudden, you know, you start to question yourself. It's like, where's this rotate coming in? But SPG didn't get lulled into that false sense of security, and now it's going to be back to speed for Riddle.
No, I like this. Fast lane up, 0 point is not going to be meeting anything, but it's all to sell a bit of a fake and draw in some rotations from SPG. They spot in towards A main and immediately start to rotate over towards B because there's some clearing sneakiness in towards main.
Alright, Neon has arrived on scene.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kaide decides to null command when all this Cypher utility starts to drop down, because if you've got numbers rotated from SPG and you've lost all of your A main control, now that Persia has it, you know, where are you looking at back re-clear? You're going to mid, you're going back towards Persia. You know that Prisa have been taking this space when you relinquish it time and time again.
How far does he go, though? You know, he's probably
the only problem is he's by himself. Like,
that's right. He gets overwhelmed.
I like that
smoke. They're clearing it. Looking for it, and he is going to hard.
Dink! Arey yaar.
Half the dink as well. Onto Soldem.
And Jojo.
How do you dink with a Vandal?
They actually did manage to do that, so they're both really, really low. And
I thought that should have been a kill.
Information gathered, the rotate's coming around in full. Soldem, though, is trying to play time here.
The only thing as well, you can't navigate back over towards B because the Cypher utility is still in towards market. Doesn't really matter when we're going into A, but here is the Nightfall starting to come through. This is go time for Prisa.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Found Ned, but Danby's found 2 in the exact same time, but it's victory. Oh my god.
I need a replay of that.
Incredible stuff from Yatska there. Well played. To lock down against the 3 members coming in through defender side of spawn is incredible stuff. Up the alley and out.
I mean,
Very well done from Riddle.
Jojo, like, and so they were already really, really low on HP, so the Nightfall is going to be putting them to essentially 1 HP, but it's just that initiative from Soldam not to go with the team over towards the A side itself, disrespect through the Nightfall, hold back focus over towards the elbow side, the spawn side, because you know, as Riddle, that you are safe from anywhere else because you've come from the flank that was protected, you've dispatched of Persia, you know Soldam's going for the top mid flank, that was perfectly played from Riddle, and now the speed is actually going in this time towards the A side, but Persia with free gun, by the way, and Prisa now holding the player advantage. Mitch, these fast-paced rounds, we can't contain them.
Absolutely, and with this null command continuing to pulse, you know, they just need to sit back. They don't need to do anything at all.
Oh my god. क्या देख रहा हूँ मैं यार ये?
On the neon, you can swing in and get the job done. And that's going to be halftime. A little bit rough there, you know, SPG, they didn't have the best economy. It was a mishmash of pistols and the rifles coming up. And it's Danby, who is just going absolutely on a tear, 15-9, topping the server. Oh man, they're going to be feeling it right now as we switch into halftime. This is an excellent game that we're having so far. You know, you potentially alluded it to being one of those games that we could see later on in the competition as these teams both look to ascend into VCT Pacific.
Yeah.
You've got Prisa to win the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I did pick them. We'll see if it's going to happen. I've been pretty awful with my predictions in general, but we'll see. What I want to highlight, though, going in towards this halftime pause, is we actually switch into the more favoured and dominant sides for both of these teams. So that was, quote-unquote, their weaker sides when it comes to this map of Sunset, right? Defense for Riddle Order is going to be interesting, and I think asterisks because they have changed up their agent lineup, right? So I think you can draw some similarities about the strengths and everything, but they have to adopt different deployments. For Prisa, though, you don't, right? They have a monstrous 76% conversion rate on their attacking side. So if you're looking towards gathering a pistol here in the secondary round, I'm not going to add on the bonus. We'll be tied up 7-7 before we get a hopefully really good, strong bonus to come on out. I don't think we're going to get as much haste from Riddle Order in the very beginning like we saw from SPG. I think it'll be a little bit more measured and tempered. But we've already just seen Seldom absolutely, you know, go through the brick walls as well, right? So I don't know. It's hard to kind of put your finger on the pulse because this is something new that's coming through from Riddle Order in this new environment as well.
It's just crazy to sort of think about, right? You know, is 7 rounds on the attacker side enough? You know, the way that this map kind of operates, the way that these teams kind of operate. We're just going to have to see how well that Yatsuka especially, you know, going to have all that pressure on him, on the Cypher, to try and deny this offense that's coming out from someone like Danby, who's just having a great game. But you can already see the lean heading towards tiles. That mid control is going to be overwhelmed quickly by Riddle.
Yeah. I think for me as well, there's a lot more importance on Prisa getting Ivy involved in these duels as well, right? Because if you're fault lining one side as Francis and getting out these flashes, you need Ivy to kind of be prowling out, haunting and seizing for you. He's very reactive to set up guns for success. And we're getting aggression. We're getting it.
Oh, absolutely. But look at the response. They were so ready for it there. Yeah, Solden, Ace, managing to deny it completely. Danby was in there getting the frenzy popped out, but he couldn't do anything with it.
How do you get a plant down when there's 3 players surrounding this site? Well, maybe you find one.
Smoke's fading. Neon still holding over there. Sell them. Oh, you did them. Nice.
They were at a disadvantage at the very beginning, and now it's a 2 versus 1 Yatsuka with no utility to assist them.
Absolutely, Jojo really, really rough whiff there. He takes the utility out, but that's Yatsuka able to take down the healthy.
Is that the power of Paper Classic? No,
exactly.
G Classic better.
He's going to check that flank, but he's so concerned. He manages to get back into the alley again for just a second. Has to wait for so long. Persia repositioning here, but the peek out was a little unnecessary maybe, and it's enough for Yatsuka to get the round done. This Cypher is doing absolutely fantastically for Riddle Order. Winning the pistol round is such a big statement here, right? Simpricia obviously winning out the pistol and the second in the previous half, and Riddle getting that response back now is so well needed because on this defensive side, they need that pressure early.
Honestly, that was a crawlback in that round, right? First 2 kills going the way of Riddle Order. Pretty convincingly, nothing answered back, and then you've just got a bit of a scrap around the side itself. I can't help but feel that overextension from Ivy was the nail in the coffin in this round, right? Because you got 14 HP then at the end there for Persia, and you can get pushed from 3 different angles at that point in time.
Yeah.
It becomes really difficult. So Ivy, a little bit unfortunate, got to reel him in those sort of scenarios. Now you're giving Riddle Order a huge chance.
The response between, like, you know, Jojo made the mistake to lead them into that position, and then Ivy threw the round in the exact same sort of light. So it can be really rough.
He's gonna peek through that gate. Oh, he survives it. Yeah, the Cypher can't really do anything, bro. Poor Yatsuka has to fall away from that, otherwise he's gonna die. They're pushing in with stingers and putties. What is going on? What is going on? Even Margaret is pushing in with stingers. What? He thinks he's a Neo. What is going on? And now he takes the Guardian and leg goes pop, 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 pop.
This man has something to say in the server right now, putting the team into his
That's
backpack,
true.
trying to lean at it all. We say, God damn, B.
God damn, B. Nice.
Last one in the server. And he's going to be taken down quickly as well. Francis able to hard clear that one. And look, this is the thing, right? Riddle
God damn, B.
SPG, they say, we're going to force back and we're going to take the control. And we've earned it.
Funniest part is Margaret coming right behind Damby. Right through his fast lane. Oh, he didn't even use the fast lane up until after he got the kill.
In towards the site, extend out further, and then don't separate, right? Swing together as a full unit. You ain't getting 4 kills with, you know, a massive spray, and if you are, you're not playing this game of Valorant. You do definitely need to have a timeout if you're Riddle on the back of that one, because, you know, you got that pistol round, you brought that back. You didn't technically, you know, falter in that round though as Riddle, right? That round was really won by SPG, going in with a clear game plan, hitting the shots where required, going together as a unit. They pushed you in that round.
Yeah, for sure. It's such a hard position to overwhelm, right? You know, that's kind of the thing about these defensive sides. When, you know, you got 4, 5 teammates rushing at you, taking control of Boba before you've even cared about getting that spike planted. You know, it's so hard to respond. And then when Damby's hitting shots like that, it's like, what do you even do at that point? So I think this is, exactly the perfect time for Riddle to kind of take a knee, sit back, decide how they want to approach this. Do they force back in? Do they try and sort of take that one back from what effectively feels like it was stolen out of the pockets directly by Simpricia? And this
you think about it, right?
To talk about it.
With what we saw in that pistol round, we would have thought that when it was in that 2 versus 1 scenario, that we would be at a tied score now 7-7, right? You get the pistol as SPG, you get the secondary round, you'd be going into this round as your bonus. But it throws a spanner in the works with what we've just seen in those 2 rounds, where now you're kind of questioning, all right, what is this next buy going to look like for Riddle Order? Are they going to be able to answer back with a Thrifty to stave off a bit of a tied scoreline? Are they going to be able to bring in their own...
I'll tell you what they're going to buy next. They're going to buy Bucky's again.
To be able to block things, because I'm looking at Jojo, I'm looking at Kaide.
Okay, it's a shorty, but close enough. Right? Close enough.
0 point over towards main, which is where Kaide is predominantly putting him. You can have Jojo hold that dart if you need to. You can put it over towards mid in this round, for example. There's a lot of these different strategies that this double initiator comp for Riddle Order is going to be able to run in with, as opposed to the double initiator that Prisa's running with. Now on the attacking side,
yeah, I mean, I've just noticed they're not using the double initiator to its fullest extent. Oh no, Kaide. Poor dude, just wanted to jiggle, man.
And now as they try to sort of retake this position, exactly right, you know, they just get it done.
Yeah. But now,
body shots, nice and controlled.
Why are they re-clearing CT?
You know, you
have they like dropped an extra weapon over there or something?
Towards the deep side of main, of course, you might expect.
Why are they going back there? Okay, some things I will never understand. But Margaret's position is crucial.
It's just, you know, got nice fucking tees again. Clearing corners,
nice. He finds the timing again, man. Amazing.
Proficient in doing.
And now the others are locked in towards B. Easy. He can just stand here. He can just chill.
He's going to have to try and fight the fight here. He actually wants to get away from it. That's the thing, the outlaw.
You can't escape CT. You can't escape from market. Where will you go, bro? Go safety spawn or something. There's nothing even to save. There's like one sheriff that you can save at best. And now look at Dambi's pussy. Who's gonna check that, bro? Nobody's gonna check that. He's got a crossfire with Margaret all the way from top mid to bottom mid, bhai. Jeez, SPG, it's just an anti-eco. It's just an anti-eco. You don't have to go so hard on an anti-eco.
7 rounds for Prisa.
For sure. You know, at the end of the day, the team is not doing enough where required for Prisa that I sort of round. It's like, yeah, I missed, I whiffed a little bit. It's okay, I'll pick it up on the next one. I think the team, you know, will still be praising him.
That jump misinput, bro. I think he was just trying to switch weapon, accidentally hit his mouse scroll wheel or something, इसलिए jump हो गया.
The focus is definitely on Darby being set up for success by your utility, Persha doing what he can as the second pseudo entry as well, Francis and Ivy are the setups, and Margaret, I mean, he's going to run around and shoot everywhere on the map. He'll change his position this round.
Oh my god, they hear 3 people towards B main and they instantly rush up mid. SPG, insane reaction. But where they gonna go from here? Because Yatsuka trades one on B. Joxo spotted on his side. Now where?
They don't know that A's empty though, which is
oh shit, look at Ivy.
Even though there's a player advantage for
He's waiting literally in spawn, bro.
Look at the control and the defense side of spawn.
Oh.
Ready for Ivy? Okay, they absolutely are. Good stuff.
They expected that. They expected a dude to be in their freaking spawn. I mean, I don't blame Riddle Order. If I was playing against a team as annoying as SPG, then even I would have to re-clear every single place and waste so much time doing it.
Timing for when Saldam does come into this flank as well. I don't know if you're using the not dead yet as Persha here unless you get an advantage.
Persia has ult, that's nice. Maro jaldi. Oh, they won't let her. They won't let her. Arre re.
He's going to be taken down straight away, but Francis might be able to do enough. He's going to be able to put down that aftershock as well. It makes it awkward. Gets the dart covered down. Ace.
Stick. Oh, nice.
Gets off at Ace, and he just stares him into the eye, and he hits one over
good one.
over the net.
That's what happens when you're up against a breach. The metallic footsteps are just so loud. You don't even need a set of eyes. You don't even need to look at your target directly. You can just spray in the general direction where the footsteps are coming from and you will hit.
Forwards and spraying when, you know, you've got a dark cover, you've got to tap onto the diffuse. You technically don't know if it was halved already as well. So you kind of do cut a couple of corners there as Francis in the end, but very nicely done from Ace to get the clutch back. We won't be meeting with a tied scoreline just yet.
3 ultimates on Riddle Order. Only one of them is really lethal, and he pops it. Let's go. Sheesh, he's just not stopping. Paranoia narrowly misses from Ace, but it's not like they need anything else. This is a wow. Clean up. Less than 15 seconds. Clean up.
We've seen crazy things from Dandy. We've seen crazy things now from Soldown. 17-12, 19-12. The impact that these players individually have been having is just absolutely absolutely insane. It's just that reliability of the players behind them to kind of clutch out and secure these rounds. We've got 10 now for Riddle Order. You talk about the weaponry. They didn't even have a chance to get it out before Solden was already up in their grill with those finger guns. And just the way he's sliding around the map, the level of confidence that's coming out from Riddle Order right now is beautiful to see.
And it's not one-dimensional as well, right? It's not just they're doing it from one position in B main. They're also pushing out through in towards mid. So there's too many positions that Prisa in their comms need to be calling out for every...
Oh, hi, Spedo. Welcome to chat.
What's happening straight up.
Soul damn.
You know, you got to add that element in towards
Yeah,
as well,
it's Soul damn, bro. Even Damby's like, god damn, B. Even though official casters made this joke, so it's not mine. I'm not funny like that.
Gun round in the next one. Got a couple of these ultimates as well that you can use in this. You got Francis one away from the Rolling Thunder. But this slow round for Riddle, where do they think that things are going to be teetering over towards?
Spotted, and the Bucky forced to fire.
But mid is not where you plant, right?
Now you can't do these shenanigans. He's just teasing them, bro. Everyone trap market. This is the big fight. What the fuck? What the hell, man?
It's Dandy with the finger gun this time around, and he is going to be
I love watching these chaotic neon team fights. Oh, he actually gets that.
He does the damage, makes it awkward. Ace is able to find at least one, but it's not going to matter when you've got 3 of your teammates in tow. And Prisa Gaming start to close the gap again. It's 8 to 10. We've seen only back and forth basically since sort of round number 9, right? It's just been going absolutely a game of cat and mouse the entirety of the time. And this is the thing, you know, they try and take that nice control, but they just push immediately by Ivy.
He had to pop the ult because he missed that first Bucky shot. He didn't even miss it. It's more like Bucky ka dhoka. That's just, it happens. Sometimes you could just pump them full of lead, them up close, and they still don't die. That's just the Bucky for you. That's why I hate it. Judge is better, but it's also more cancer, so you pick your poison that way.
And for right now, Prisa, I mean, Rolling Thunder and the Nightfall. Margaret actually just running down the guts of mid with no one eyes up on him. This is a really important round actually for Prisa to convert too, because it'll break the economy of Riddle Order.
ये पता नहीं है. कर लो re-clear यहाँ पे भी. Will you expect Margaret? Bro, he's pushing in solo with an outlaw, with no smokes, and he still gets that. You know how hard it is to adjust up close with an outlaw like that? Big paranoia. Just enough time for the KO to arrive, and KD is here. Nice. Kaide, sorry, my bad. It's weird how Kaide, as in like NC girlfriend wali Kaide, spells her name so differently, and this guy spells his name so differently, and yet they pronounce the same way.
You can consider as well for Yasuke here using the neural effect to just 100% the remainder of this round, but you've got a 2 versus 1. You know the damage has been delivered. You know with 20 seconds to go that there's eventually going to be a plant. You can trust in your own Cypher utility on B. You can trust.
And they both have half armor, so Margaret can actually clutch with the outlaw.
You really need to see some heroics from Margaret here to find round number 9 for Prisa. But you just know when the flank goes down, they'll group up together and they'll push him.
Spike.
Oh, almost had it. Almost had it.
A little awkward there for Kaide for a second, but securing the round is all that really matters at this point in time. Prisa, they have money, but again, it just continues to be this game of back and forth, tit for tat. No one can kind of get the foot down, but the ultimate thing is, right, if Prisa can't turn the tides, Riddle are eventually going to get 13 just off the back of the back and forth.
Yeah. And I'm looking back towards this veto that Ascension will be providing us as well, right? Because remember, this was the map pick of Prisa to highlight, right? This is the map that they're feeling that they can best Riddle Order against in all of their research, in all of their preparation going in towards this series. And Riddle Order have come out of the gates with something new, something, you know, just unexpected, and something very powerful in how they're navigating the rounds in the very beginning, how they're picking up when they're at a deficit, but also the timings in these rounds, keeping Prisa on their feet. And yes, there's the essence that Prisa are changing their own pace and getting their own rounds and everything like that as well. But there's a lot of these times where Riddle Order's game plan is just executed a little bit better. And you look towards what Ascent is going to deliver. it's not really too stellar of a map historically for Prisa, right? The map that's been around the longest is Data is not one of the favorites.
Oof. I can only imagine how tense everything would sort of feel on the side of SPG, right? You know, it's still such a winnable game for both these teams. Not done in any way, shape, or form. As that timeout does come on through, you know, they've effectively used them the whole way through. But this is the thing, you know, if we continue to go back and forth, it's just going to end up in the camp of Riddle Order. So we need to see Prisa somehow kind of break the mold here and turn the narrative, steer it their way.
It'd be very large for Riddle Order to be able to take their opponent's map and be 1-0 up in this upper bracket. Meanwhile, you know, you have Prisa, who from last year's performance of their region, right, they had to start 1 round behind as well, where Riddle Order have been waiting patiently in this upper bracket. Winner will go and play Boom Esports, who already showed us a commanding victory over now. So I know that has disappointed our panelists, but, you know, Boom have come out with a point to prove, not losing a LAN in Indonesia. Let's get back in towards this one as the timer starts to tick on down. A very important one for Prisa to stave off Riddle Order, getting into that important 12. No overtime here.
Patience now. A little bit of a different turn here. Soldam is trying to still take that control, but by not overstepping his welcome, not looking to clear that trap wire.
Ace is doing exactly what Persia was doing over on that A side as the controller player. Getting a little bit of info forward, playing on those one-ways. Give your team a little bit more consolation as well.
There's so many times they've tried this mid to push, but unlike SPG, who are used to invading mid all the way in towards top and then going towards mid to B or mid to A via the rafters, Riddle Order don't do anything like that. Like, they weren't nearly this aggressive on mid. Soldam, damn. Soldam. Oh, what up, OG? Aja, tu to Discord, aja.
And maybe go for a bit of a peak, but it does feel like the priorities are going to have to start to shift over towards this B side for Riddle Order. And I'm looking at Margaret. I don't know if Margaret has no.
So annoying, this guy, yaar. And he's just now playing hide and seek in the cyber cages and the walls and everything. Oh. They have a double up down ready for him.
He manages to make the response out nicely, but this is the thing with that null command popped. It's going to be so tricky.
No time. GG.
Still a 1 versus 3 at the end of the day with that flank coming in. It's a little bit too challenging, and Riddle Order have done what many sort of.
Hello, OG the low rest chicken. How you doing today?
Oh my god, dude. Fuck my... Dude, I hate Bangalore for just one thing, the pollen and the pollution, man. Har din mera naak is like going through this vices.
Acha.
Ons.
Okay. Interesting.
Damage every time I blow my nose, but yeah. I'm going to play a throwback tournament today.
Oh, interesting.
A tournament where, I don't know, it's I guess it has some significance in my career. Like,
Acha, how so?
as a caster. It's Extremes Land.
Extremes Land, you're playing in Extremes Land today.
Yeah.
Who's casting it then?
My match is at 5:15. I'm not sure if there's a broadcast, to be honest.
Yeah, they keep cutting corners every year.
Very sad now from what it used to be to what it is now.
Yeah.
Where have the good times gone?
Down the drain.
Salama, thanks.
These neon doing Salama Tank things, this entire map of Sunset is like something else only, bro. Legit, it's been like brain racking to like watch the two neons play on Sunset. Just I really thought maybe Sunset could be one of those maps where Yoru would be relevant, and then comes Neon. Just go.
JFT win. And overtime
I don't know,
here.
for some reason I thought like
It's all
how there's a lot of cheese in games like League and whatnot, right?
Yeah, bro. This
Valorant
is
also would have a
basically being
decent bit of it.
cheesed. Yeah, this is like cheese gameplay only, no?
here.
No, but even that way, like how you said, right? You thought you'd see a Yoru. Like,
So 3 more
considering how
players
Valorant
in the
started, you
side
don't
here.
get to see as much of cheese as you would have wanted to see, you know?
Gonna rip that over
At
here.
least as much as I would have wanted to see when Valorant
No,
came
it's
out.
still more than what I had threshold
Thing
for.
is, you just never know how
Really?
quickly these
It's not
teams are
just
gonna
cheese.
take
The fact that
advantage
one
of
team,
the
if one team uses the cheese now,
they're waiting for
every
rounds.
team starts
They
using
just
it,
feel like
and then it becomes the meta,
assault you.
and then the meta is cheese,
Gonna be dropping over for a
and
bit of a
then that
relocation.
encourages rat
B
gameplay
side, just
because
got
cheese
about
and
it yet
rat go
again.
together, of
Some of these
course.
fundamental
I
defaults are
feel
not
like
like
the
this. He's
meta
getting this
was
almost
not
close
cheese
to
but
zero to aim, bringing
broken.
into
Like, there's a
a
difference
couple of
between cheese and
controls
broken,
and
right? Cheese is
until
something that's
Correct.
kind of
choke
obscure
player or whoever's leaning
that
towards
you're
the side
finding a way to
can feel the
work.
pressure.
Yeah, now I mean, if everyone's using it, it can't be called cheese, right?
Okay.
But that's my point, yeah.
Yeah, then it can't be called cheesing.
Still trying to hold control of that top mid
Starts as a cheese,
position.
then devolves
The
into
defenders
this
there
rat
now
mentality.
looking in towards the market.
And the
Yeah,
worst,
true.
the
Controls nicely, but information
worst,
gathered, that's gonna be the
worst part is, people will watch this and think that this is viable to use in their own rank games and whatnot.
and that's going to be the not dead yet.
And then we have and then we, like after Ascension, I'm sure there's gonna be an army of neon mains just ratting around the entire map, solo lurking as duelists rather than diving for the team. Like you play neon the way it's meant to be played, you know, you go dive into angles, break your enemy's ankles and all,
30 seconds left.
rush into their faces, understandable. But you go around lurking all across the map while holding shift on your neon ka speed walk.
It's into the one-on-one now, Komodo.
That's the kind of cancer I want to avoid in my regular rank games.
Kind of cringe, yeah.
That is absolutely cringe. Not even kind of cringe. That's absolutely cringe.
10 seconds left.
Imagine shift walking while holding neon ka E. Like what?
Because it's all onto you.
I know, right?
Aftershock and fault line, a clove smoke as well to just help you for a little bit, but through the ruse, sold a lot of angles to clear.
Is there any favorite team, Wesley, for Ascension?
Yeah, this team SPG is the favorite team. They're the strongest team in Korea right now. Riddle order I would say is the second strongest team in Japan. Them and number one के बीच में ये हुआ था, काफी tough battle हुआ था in the finals.
Fault line flash,
Huh?
and Aftershock, remember, what goes first is the fault line, it's dodge. Now the
Just
challenge
push him out, bro. You know he's not gonna peek you.
Playtime, go for it.
When is Remnant's next game, though?
Kal.
30 points of HP.
Oh, okay. Who are they facing?
Who are they facing? Good question. 1 second. I think it might be the loser of Full Sense versus this one. Let me just check. They're facing Rapid Lo-Fi. Rapid Lo-Fi is from Vietnam. And these guys got destroyed by JFT just now only, bro. Just इसके पहले वाले game पे. Justice for tomorrow. Just abhi, bro. Like before this match, Rapid Lo-Fi versus Justice for tomorrow हो रहा था. So if you look at the overall bracket for the tournament, wait, let's finish this last round, then we'll discuss this. We have plenty of time to discuss that. We have plenty of time to discuss Evan's future for tomorrow. Anyway, this could be the last round. Oh wait, not yet. They're on eco and they've already lost Rockstore, so we'll see. What? They line up for Seldom. Soldam. Hello, stop. What? He can actually scoop up the spike. He lets it stay. Yo!
Oh my god.
What? I really thought this would be the end of the round. End of the game.
Imagine if he clutches this.
Like, what a roller coaster. I started the round thinking SPG will lose this because they don't have weapons.
Let's go. I just saw the clutch.
Bro, I'm streaming on Discord for you, so we can watch in real time together.
Holy.
But don't close my stream though.
What a clutch.
Bro. It was nuts. I thought RID will win this round because like sorry, I thought they won't win this round because you know they don't have the weapons and anything, and then And then the Neon goes berserk. I was like, yeah, sure, they can win it. I guess they can end the game right here. And then Margaret clutches like, bro, kya chal raha hai?
He
Kya chal
belongs
raha
in the left side of the kill feed. He belongs there.
hai? Yeah, I mean, if you lost a 1v4 like that, even I would call it tactical timeout. Ah, so
Tactical kya bro? I'd begin booking a ticket to who lost us the 1v4. मैं तो वही ढूंढने वाला था timeout के time.
नहीं ऐसा blame नहीं करना नहीं
नहीं, you go share it,
you share the blame, yeah, take it as a team.
Individually, I mean, Cypher, one of these agents that doesn't give you an opportunity for tricky shenanigans a lot of the time just by the nature of the kit, right? When you're not playing and bunkering down a site.
Yeah, I'm a match at like 5 today.
It's
gonna be fun. Wait, till when is Ascension live?
Oh my word.
Like today,
Huh.
काफी time hai, bro. There's one whole BO3 left after this one, and this is the first map of the second BO3. There's 3 BO3s in a day.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm here for at least another 4 hours.
Awesome. I'll have my lunch. I'll finish like a test and join you then.
Yeah, cool. See ya.
Enjoy your watch party, my man. See ya.
See ya.
We know how quickly these rounds operate. This time it'll be a little bit different. They're cruising on in. Cam is available, just trying to get that information. Soldem so close. It's going to be all onto this here, Komodo.
Already timing. Oh, poor Soldam. And here comes Dambi to end things. My God. I guess we're going OT, boys.
When Jojo's in a 1v5, will it be his bizarre adventures or will this
Jojo, his bizarre adventures. Oh my sab.
But it's just where do you go with this the second you
Bro is making anime references.
He's into market, he's got so much to clear. There's no ingredients that he can find at that stall to try and close this one. Look at the
Overtime
going out the information.
seems
All they need to do is
imminent.
swing as a unit,
Let's go.
and baby,
OT indeed.
overtime on day number 2.
They have dug absolutely hard to be able to win that one into an overtime scenario in Prisa. You look at the
Absolutely crazy,
scoreboard,
man.
we've seen
Alright,
7-2.
by the time this overtime starts, let me get some water, then we'll cook.
In a row for one of these teams until the ending phase here. 4 in a row on the attacking side, and now we're into our first overtime.
What a treat. Like, what an absolute reward we've been given right now. You know, as you sort of mentioned, it was 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. And now we're dealing with the first map between Prisa Gaming, Riddle Order, and we're just seeing the amount of people who are mentioning that this is a great
24-19 on Dambi, 25-18 on Seldam.
We're not dealing with anything.
Okay, so it's like a...
This doesn't get you
The top 2 fragos on both the teams are the Neons and the controllers. Interesting. That kind of tells you what you need to know about this game. Neon's always taken first contact, obviously, and then Omen's right behind them to trade. It's weird. It's the Omens who are and the controllers who are coming in to trade rather than the initiators.
A bit of your drone ability gone for Riddle as well now, right? Because they were very reliant on having that drone to clear those angles, that dart as well. Now you're going to be putting a little bit more focus on what Friday and Seldom are gonna
Still
do.
selling the fake over here.
And they, you know,
SPG, mid invasion. Oh my god, that's 4 people invading mid. This is not gonna be pretty.
Four of them, unbeknownst to Ace.
He only spotted 2 though.
That one, and now things go from bad to worse. You've lost Jojo, you've lost Ace. Yeah, you might be able to get into a B site, but will the remaining 3 be able to hold it?
No, but the fact that you spotted the fade should tell you that the rest of them are also here, because whenever mid invasion hota hai, it's usually the Neon and the Clove pushing together. If you see the fade coming in, means more than just fade are present. Oh, timing. Come on. Alright. KD makes her way back. Oh, sorry, he makes his way back. I'm used to saying her because Ben's का KD वाला बोल रहा हूँ मैं. Walks into the seas. Yeah, bro, you're just gonna get decayed like that.
And he is vulnerable. All eyes on this man right now as Prisa Gaming. They take the lead since they were up 2-0 for the first time.
Yeah, that's 5 in a row. Transitioning over into the overtime, adding that as well, and that was pretty commanding from them as well, right? The opening kill goes their way. The ability to all disconnect after Francis gets Jojo and then shift the narrative over towards A, right?
Oh.
Struggler, you know, Ace is generally not with the team when you're lurking back in a later stage of the round, and that works to a treat. You dispatch Kaide at the end as well. You don't get the kill, but you push him off the duel to put your focus back in towards the site retake itself. And now for Prisa. They have their first time to win this game, Mitch. Riddle was sitting on 4 of them.
Absolutely.
So they
Oh my
can
god,
easily
heavy
out
mid fights. Look at that triple peek out of mid. Ace somehow gets by undetected, but now he's been spotted and he gets back up. Yatsuga comes in and kills them. Sheesh, bro. When your Cypher's walking down mid, you know what kind of a team you're facing. Like, of course, it was always SPG who were more aggressive than Riddle Order, but now Riddle Order has to play aggressively to match up to them. 4v4. Contact peek out, and there's no trade. KD down for no reason. Yatsuka. Oh, he gets one through market, but I don't think he can come anywhere closer with all the smokes blocking the way. Yeah, just not happening. Not happening at all. That second smoke that Ace put up kinda worked against him. Yeah, sure, he doesn't have to check towards market, but his teammate can't peek along with him.
You've got to be absolutely ecstatic if you are Prisa as well.
Whew. What a game. What a game by Prisa. I don't think they would have won this game if it wasn't for the clutch by Margaret. That 1v4 by Margaret really kept them alive in this map. That was some nutty stuff.
You are really if you're Riddle Order, but for SPG, you're now 1 up in this series.
Man, yeah, I spoke about it literally like in the pregame as we were getting into this one, right? You know, you think about the pressure of these younger players who, you know, come up from Zeta Academy, 3 of them to get that opportunity to go to the next stage, to go to the next level. But there's a thing of the calm, the cool, the collective nature that you need to be able to bring on through in a series like this, right? And having these members of Prisa Gaming so experienced, so good in the server, right? Obviously still, you know, new for a lot of them, sure. But at the end of the day, they're able to bring this up and they're able to show what they've got because a team that has the confidence and the composure to bring it through from being 8 to 12 down to win it in overtime without dropping a single round after all of these moments, man. But all I can say is MVP moment, it goes to Margaret, the man with the hat, who gets the job done with that 1 versus 4. And yeah, as you said, Riddle Order, they got to be reeling right now.
Yeah, I mean, Margaret coming out with 2 4Ks, you got Soldom with 4 3Ks, and you got Darby with 4 3Ks as well, right?
Jeez, this clash, bro, it's insane, bro. And you can't even blame the other guys. Like, the Omen did not peak on time. Barabar trading spacing tha, but shit, man, when you're hitting shots like that, what can you tell? What can you do? Hello, Komodo. Hi, cutie.
I think that's one way to put it, certainly. Yeah.
Komodo का setup actually quite अच्छा है बे. इन दोनों का setup अच्छा है. Look at that. He's got Demon Slayer figurines in the background. And a pink keyboard. That is not characteristic of you. This doesn't look like the setup of this man.
We've had a little bit of stress in our time, right? So all I want to sort of think about is, you know, we've obviously had the chance to talk about it right now, but I want to know what Mika and Dax have to say about that one.
I think pretty much that has to be the most memorable map that we've had yet. It was definitely the closest. I didn't expect this at all.
चलो, जब तक ये चल रहा है, we shall go and play a game. Maybe some deathmatch.
You saw them suddenly second guessing themselves, which is not something that we've, I think, ever seen from Prisa Gaming Dax.
Where do we even start, Mika? Where do we even start?
1v4?
No, we put that at the very end. This map was already such a sweet surprise from Riddle Order. As Komodo mentioned a while ago, Soldam, first time we see him ever play Neon in official competition, and he just brings out an absolute banger in this one. 25 kills to his name. Jambi, his counterpart, there with 24. And Riddle Order and SPG trading blows, pound for pound. Unstoppable force versus a movable object. And I really want to point out how fast some of these rounds really came to fruition. Immediately from the get-go, Riddle Order, SPG, they would just fight. They would just send in Soldam. They would just send in Jambi. And more often than not, at the very start of the game, Riddle Order was the one having the advantages in those scenarios. But SPG, they would find the bounce back. They would also eradicate Riddle in the same way. And I really feel like a small adjustment SPG did, especially coming to the second half, was they were willing to play Riddle's game. Riddle I don't know how to really say
Match
it correctly, but
found.
They love to swarm together, right, Pika? They like to group up, and they're so synergetic. When they do so, they're always on point. And SPG gave him a taste of that medicine too, coming down the line. And Dambi was a master of control using that Neon also.
Yeah, and you did have some rounds wherein it felt like he was, he didn't get those opportunities. He didn't come online.
Deathmatch.
Especially next to
Warm
Soldam.
up.
But in the end, when it mattered, you really saw Dambi go full on focus, get back that confidence. But of course, we're talking about Dambi as MVP. Gotta give it to him. But the most memorable one for me
Where's my
has to be
brightness?
Margaret.
Oh, it's
I mean, that
good enough.
1v4. I mean, I think everybody thinks it's a scary highlight. Not really scary.
अरे क्या हो गया इनको?
Margaret was the hero.
I survived obliteration. I will survive them.
Fight.
I am everywhere.
I just wanted to hide a little so the camera can actually capture my face while I play. Oh my god, I thought you were downstairs. Come on.
Dominating.
मैं मेरे को दरवाजा तोड़ने दो भाई, पब्लिक सर्विस करता हूँ. मैंने ही बंद किया, मैं ही तोड़ूंगा. Oh, I need to mute the stream. The fuck, मेरे को copyright लग जाएगा. वहीं पे मुझे कितने सारे kills मिल गए.
Silence. 3 killed. 4 dead.
So many players using Sheriff today. चल मैं भी लगाता हूँ. शरीफ. अबे. That sage was probably already very low. अबे एक बुलेट नहीं लगा, बॉडी शॉट भी नहीं भाई. Okay then.
Removed. Gone.
Why was Raze AFK there?
3 killed.
Okay then, Jet. भाई इसको I'm gonna fuck this guy's case.
10 kills remaining.
No more.
5 kills remaining.
क्या एंगल पकड़ा था? Wow, I got shot from the back as well.
One kill remaining.
What's going on the stream, bro?
チームプレイの連携とかでもそうなんですけど、その個人個人のフィジカルとかが他の地域の選手にも劣らないくらい強いので、そこを僕たちも見せつけていけたらなと。
Match found.
Revenant, go home, please. Bro, आज तो Revenant खेल भी नहीं रही है, क्या हो रहा है? Global embarrassment. Why is?
Death match. Warm up.
What is the universe doing?
He's unbanned from Valve events. He can now start playing CSGO again. The GOAT of CS. Indian, the GOAT of all everywhere. And now he's going to come into Valve. वो अगर इधर आया तो उसकी तो बताने की जरूरत नहीं है, काफी लोग हैं जो उसके लिए तैयार हैं.
Can you please ये क्यों आया मैं इसके स्ट्रीम पे, यूनिवर्स के स्ट्रीम पे? ये सुनने के लिए आया मैं.
Can you please? I was casting the game in which he got banned. Sad. That, I mean, it's not sad for you, but yeah. Goat of .exe, yes. इस बार PowerPoint.exe मिलेगा उसके Netflix.exe. Where do you think Durka should go? Durka should come to G.
Okay.
If Durka
Yeah,
really
हाँ,
the player
जाओ,
he
ले आओ,
is,
G
he
में
will
ले आओ,
come to
बराबर.
G, play here and see if he can lift a team from where we are right now to the very top. Take it as a challenge, Durka. Take the challenge, Durka. Come to G. G, Durka. I was working with Optic at that time. Almost went to China as well for exchange then. Damn, you should have gone. We have again. Wait, 1 second. 1 second. What in the fuck? 1 second.
Oh, Neon, Harbor, and Yuru.
What?
I guess the game's about to begin, huh? I am also going back.
SPG on the other hand, they may pick the ISO York.
Wait.
So we're gonna see if Dambi and Francis are on that.
Why is Universe का stream a little ahead of mine?
Brim. Harbor. Wait.
Dominating.
Map कौन सा? Ascent.
Your
Gonna be a damn good game, bro, I guess.
You've seen him flex with a killjoy, and that kind of makes sense. You have to play ice box.
Enemy down.
Coming in this one, Dambi gonna be on the knee, and you know he's so good with that movement. And not only that, Brimstone, Harbor, together. An incredible set of double controllers on a map that's quote-unquote solved with a meta.
Dominating.
I'm still stunned. I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is stunned, right?
Yes. I'm so excited.
We're seeing Faye, we're seeing Brimstone, we're seeing Harbor on Ascent, and we're seeing Margaret, who just went from 0 to 100. He's like, oh, after a year of playing Cypher, maybe I'll switch to Killjoy, and then I'm gonna pick you. It's like, what is that?
Mika, look, we thought that Riddle was poking in that last game. It seems like SPG have just set up a completely new recipe and are looking to test it here. I am so excited for it.
I am so for it as well. I love this series already, so we're gonna let Conky and Komodo take it away.
Alright, Conky and Komodo.
Okay.
When you guys start thinking that the game is about to begin, I'll quit this deathmatch.
Man, and even I'm I'm confused by that. Tell me what the hell is going on with this Prisa
What
card.
on earth is indeed going on?
I don't think I can. We've seen Yoru, we've seen Prisa before, but we've seen Francis play Yoru,
Yeah.
not Margaret. Who, before this
Francis.
tournament
Oh, so
began, had only
this guy's not
played
even the main
Viper,
Yoru player in
brings
the
out a
team, huh?
Killjoy, and now brings out a Yoru, which is like
Anti-Cypher,
you're that
anti-everything.
way. They don't ever like cross bisectionally, man.
Yeah.
Like they never interfere with each other, and this is wild. But I'm for it because I think for the longest time, Ascent has been the standard 5 agents for sure. It's meta. You know, everyone's always really going to argue with the meta, but if you can develop something that is extremely different, unexpected from your opponents, and you can deliver it well, I think that's what will start to get people questioning, okay, is the normal 5 agent lineup actually something that we should still be running on a map like Ascent? Because you gotta remember, this map hasn't had a lot of changes since conception, but we've got a lot more agents that are being added and pushed through this game that, you know, teams can start to develop something that feels a little bit better for them. And look, I don't know if this agent lineup is going to be better for Prisa, but if what we've just seen from Darby over on Sunset on the Neon can be applied to here, I don't see why they can't just, you know, run in very quickly with the deployment of agents that they've actually got.
Absolutely. I mean, look, you know, part of the twisted chef inside me, it wants to say let him cook right now, but at the same time, you know, lacking obviously the Senti, it does get a little bit challenging here. So Prisa is going to have to play a certain style of Valorant, I guess you're going to say, but this is the thing that you talk about, right? When you have the same proposition, it's tried, it's tested, it's been done to death, is that going to still be the continued success as the meta changes and the game develops, or is something like this where, you know, it's not even just the paprika or the, you know, extra bits and pieces, they put a whole habanero into the pot. So it's a spicy one from Prisa.
Dominating.
Well, let's see how they're actually going to navigate it, because there's a lot of opportunities with this wall
5
and
kills
this
remaining.
They can drop down with the laneway opened up towards spawn. This is something that you'd never really been seen before, but they take the
Oh my god, the sounds of the game are confusing me now.
One is awesome there, and Kaide doesn't get to be able to find it back, but Ivy gets a pretty good trade here, so at least they bring it back into this 2 versus 2. Spike's going to be planted on the other side of the double stack, so it's going to be a bit of a tricky to both hold, but also to retake.
Yeah, well, let's see if they're going to be able to do it. Another Sky Smoke available for it just drops then. You've got a Haunt for Ivy as well. Both players.
1 kill remaining.
We really need to see Riddle fight for this one. Ace paranoia as well, so if they start to clear everything out, good work, drop the door. Play one of these angles, but now you got to
चलो खत्म करो रे गेम को.
Straight on into the crowd burst, and that's going to be Solem finding it really easily, and the retake,
First round miss कर दिया, but okay.
Cover girl. So they get the round done. It's going to be the defusal coming in, 2 alive, not too bad. The ghosts in hand. Riddle Order have got to be happy with that one, because the thing that we need to sort of just double down on for 2 seconds, right, is the sense that Riddle lost that in the previous map of Sunset in the way that no one ever should lose it, right? They must be burning right now. So if they can just immediately sort of park it, put it in the back pocket, say, okay, we lost that, we learned from it, we're going hard here. Their ascent is really, really strong. They're versing the strangest comp we've seen in quite some time.
Yeah.
They know what they need to do to convert this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, if you want to highlight more recently what Ascent looks like for Riddle Order, they lost both officials at
There you go.
the
Let's begin this.
the map.
Once
So,
again,
yeah,
ready?
the rifle
Don't
rounds
be
are absolutely
outplayed. Please get
impeccable.
out.
They know how to play the meta on this map, but can they adjust to a very extreme off-meta composition, which is what Prisa are deploying.
Absolutely, and Jojo's going to be able to find the opening onto Margaret.
I don't think anyone can adjust to this kind of an off-meta comp.
With the Bucky, some pretty good things here, but Soldown was very, very happy to continue on this Vandal. There, be left all alone. Soldown goes back to his winning ways again with a 3rd frag in the round on this Jet. Looking a little bit too easy there for Riddle Order, but unfortunately for Prisa, that's okay. These rounds go that way, and there's going to be enough money in the back pocket to pick up all weaponry here. So this is a very, like, arguably kind of the strongest bonus round buy you actually want to be looking at, Komodo, right? You know, 2 Vandals, 2 Bulldogs.
Technically, yeah.
This is a toughie.
So pretty much as well, to highlight for those out there, this is the first time that Margaret's played
Yoru,
Yoru, but the remaining 4 players, to a degree, have played these agents. Just never in this lineup together, right? Dami and Ivy, we just saw Neon and Fade, but we didn't see Brim, we didn't see Harbor. They have played them before, though.
I mean, Brim in Ascent, I don't really like it. I would have much loved the paranoia over here.
Feel accidental.
Oh, sell them.
There's something behind this, because on the other side of
Soldum's
the coin, I was
pushed
just about
mid.
to say exactly right. Soldum's pushed mid, and he's got 2. He had a teammate there with him.
Yeah.
Right here. But that was kind of
Well,
crazy.
He's got the kill B main, he's got the kill top mid. You've also got Ace pushing up through A main to get a bit of a crunch on top mid as well. So Riddle Order have completely gained control around
They're
the whole
literally
map.
completely choked. Spawn, top mid. I mean, Ace could be overwhelmed here. That's the only danger.
They have to re-clear their own spawn and they still can't do it properly.
And
Ivy almost dies in that process. Yeah, there you go. A knife to detect their presence. They now know where Fade is and where the Brimstone is. They can just converge around them and stop them from going anywhere.
On the back of that one, I mean,
Double peek incoming and dead. It's
double
enough.
wide swing, it's nice. 3-11.
Riddle Order using their metacomp really well.
Something that I was just kind of
Proving
thinking
why
about as well,
Harbor
right?
Yoru
If
Neon
you're
won't really
Prisa
work.
and
I mean,
you're
for it to
running a
work,
safe
they
lineup,
really
what
need
are you
to
actually
isolate those
expecting from your
gunfights, and
opponents
you can't isolate those
generally?
gunfights
Are
if
they
you don't know where the
playing
enemies are.
methodical? Are they playing slow? Are they playing informational? I mean, no. You can't expect that from Riddle Order after what we've just seen on Sunset, right? They're getting aggressive. They're getting in your face. They're taking space around the map. They're deploying the whole strategies again of mid crunching with an A-lean. If you're playing one-way smokes or not, that Ace will presumably be doing again. Like, you can't just play almost always towards your own call. You have to play counter to what your opponent's playing, right? And you know that Riddle Order is going to go for a lot of these.
Oh my god, where is KD even playing from? Nambi with the Bucky, that's it. Bro, Observer missed all of those kills now. He missed every single one of those kills. Ah, ganda hai bhai is baar ka.
Fakeout's already into market as well, so he's going to be able to get some control with that blind side. So he's into market for real this time. Trying to take this additional control. Ace and Soldam, Soldam obviously with the blades, but not exactly the best.
Yoru TP on backside already, so he's gonna play market off angle.
Oh, Ivy needs to give his team a little bit of assistance though with this Prowler, with this Steez, with this Nightfall maybe onto the side itself to try and set up Darby and Margaret, because they're not the ones that are low on HP.
Absolutely, and they're not all in the best of positions either. Obviously the market position's fine, the B main position's fine, but then if they get overwhelmed on the side, they'll be so low.
Oh, here comes Margaret.
So there we go, fake out goes in, the gate crash out, and Ivy will be able to secure that one. So it's A-okay. That's a really, really good response there from Prisa. Did not expect that at all, especially off the back of the opener from Kaido.
So I guess the answer to are we going to get this map kind of emulating what we saw
What
in
the?
Sunset to a degree? Yes,
Oh
because
god.
we're getting fast-paced action from Darby, we're getting fast-paced action from Solarm, we're getting scrappy rotations.
I want to play some Neon Bucky action now.
Levels of trackability and traceability for both these teams.
Absolutely.
I like
As I said, it's just like, you know, this kind of composition could potentially live in your opponent's head rent-free.
It will.
One of two things. It's either going to mess you up so much that you end up losing to it, or you dominate it. So,
yeah. It's good to see that Ivy is getting engaged really early on as well. Really close start. Darby is...
Yeah, you couldn't even hear him. The Sova had no idea Dambi was coming because the Fade art makes them deaf.
This is not a random composition. This has been drilled into their head that they know how these executions are going to go.
he didn't pop the blades in the last round, so this time he's chosen to. And he's looking for more. Does get the info. Jojo actually gets Darby. So there's a potential opportunity to do it here, but Persia does manage to get the Molotov.
He took so much volley damage.
Ace will be successful. Back to the 2-on-2 now. Ace and Jojo trying to make it work.
HP advantage on SPG.
Sees Cascade and the Cove as well. You can use those smokes to stall out a little bit of time over towards the stairs, potentially here for Francis, or maybe actually the wall height comes up.
Oh my god.
Managed to make it work, and that's going to be
Good molly, but you need to do something else now. And the Observer doesn't switch to him anyway.
But inside the chaos, they do manage to get it secured. So I don't know if the high tide managed, is what turned around for them, but still being able to get that off before the 0 point is pretty big.
I mean, look at the replay for the beginning of this round, right? You've got the Cascade going up through mid that they're following. You're double sliding up through towards mid. You're activating your overdrive. You're sliding back in towards the B site for the site clear towards spawn, while the rest of your team just follows in, picks up any stragglers, gets the plant, and plays for the post plant. Like, this is the beauty of agents getting added to Valorant and a team coming up with an idea to execute on the back of something you've never seen before. Because after this, Mitch, now there's tape to counter SPG if they run the deployment again.
Absolutely.
But you have to put in a lot of work in a very little amount of time that this event offers.
Man. Yeah,
so
SPG...
really...
Who's next?
What I was going to say is, if SPG win this series off this comp on this map, that'll be a pretty big statement, especially after what we saw on Sunset.
just like we got the
Free
left
guard.
ordinary here for Riddle. This
Cleared the
puts
side.
so much pressure on a player like Jojo to adapt.
And Riddle didn't even give up the side. They know they can't contest.
To win these fights, give advantages, because this is the 5v5 post plant now, where you've got a Molotov and an orbital strike of Persia, and still a lot of utility for the team.
That's what we talk about, right? Adaptation, being able to overcome.
And the best part about the harbor is in post plant you can just continuously put up walls, buy so much time for yourself.
That's the whole goal. And Ace has just walked completely dry into that one. Didn't see anything, and Persia will be able to find that. So on this retake, Soldat already in, but he's been tagged up. Ivy gets one, Francis another.
God, they don't even get an inch. They can't even enter the site. Forget tapping the spike. They'll never be able to tap. Not with the orbital strike online for decades.
You know, they're obviously on the side where it's beneficial to have that killjoy. But the second they swap over, you know, whether or not, obviously, Prisa is going to have the defenses to work with it. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
That's the danger of this Senti-free comp, but...
And that's one of the scenarios, again, right, for Ace, where it's like, why is he there? Why is he playing so far away from the duel?
Yep,
but
right.
You've got the incendiary lineup, you've got the orbital strike, you don't have to play on the site. Now I'm interested to see how the execute's actually going to look when you've got the Reckoning to immediately go in.
Straight away, they pop it.
Hunter. कहाँ से डाल रहा है ult? Oh, he's going from mid to deny the plant. Booby smokes over there. Heaven पे पूरा ऐसे डाल के रखा है. I think a harbor wall would have been better, but ठीक है. Harbor मर चुका है already. You do what you can with what you have. They're using the CT smoke to their own advantage. Oh wow, Jojo revived. Nice. Use literally whatever you can to delay them, right? It's like जो smokes है वो सब डाल दो. अभी तो Molly भी बड़ा है, orbital strike भी है. Nice kills by all of these guys. Yatsuka going berserk. Counter shock dart lineups to stop them from going on top, but वहाँ पे तो जाएगा ही नहीं. Diffuse हो रहा है. Did the Molly miss? Did the Molly miss? Wait, what happened?
As I said, sometimes, especially
Persia का Molly किधर गया?
Bind, Brim, Viper
Yeah,
comp,
post-plant meta.
you just have to let the post-plant meta run, but that time, we'd actually be really interested to see, was it body blocked, or did they just, you know, or was there no Molly? I didn't get to quite see, but still, irrespective, great response there from Riddle Order.
Molly डाला.
But I'm wondering if it was blocked or if it just narrowly missed. Of course, the radar doesn't showcase to you where that lands, but yeah, either way, look, if you missed the Molly, bad luck. If Riddle body blocked it, awesome, it got you the round.
Yep, absolutely. The more and more we dive into that one, the more insane we go. So we just learn
Yeah.
to say that it worked out. And Riddle Order,
It's
they've
just-
actually taken the advantage.
The casters don't even want to get into it because they don't know what happened. Like literally, observer ने दिखाया नहीं उनको क्या हुआ.
To have the numbers for the 4 versus 4, to
Yeah,
have another body in for the retake, right? The
They should hire me as an observer, if not a caster.
Margaret can't manage to find anything on the back of that. You're blindside going in for the challenge. So it's just these little bits where the execution is extremely quick to go in for Prisa, and at the end they have the idea, right? They want to switch to the post plant to leave the site to stretch out a little bit and take the duel. It's not going to be up towards heaven, it's got to be in towards tree, but unfortunately that doesn't go their way. So these little adjustments that you'll start to see be showcased to us, right? Because this is the first time we're seeing a composition like this from Prisa. This is new Valorant coming in. They also are kind of, you know, treading water a little bit in how they need to adapt towards Riddle Order and what they're throwing back at them in an agent composition that is very tested.
Absolutely spot on. It's just so many factors that go into a series like this, right? And again, this is day 2, map 2, map 5 overall, series 5 rather, that we're witnessing at Ascension. And, you know, obviously we were lucky enough, Komodo, to be there last year. And it was insanity last year, and it's already leading up to be pretty crazy this year as well, before we end up in Jakarta in just a few days. And, you know, that's the thing, Zambi taking down Soldem already.
Go full speed, send in. You got flashes, you got stuns. Oh no, you got a self stun. Somehow Margaret and Ivy are able to get those kills even though everybody else can't.
What do you do?
I mean, you're just running up through towards mid on the back of Danby's pick. Jojo, yeah, you're going for a safety, mate. Sorry. The cascade and that. You're splitting in. Not only are you putting in a blind side to push him off and a relay bolt, but you've also got Ivy who's lurked back in the beginning. It's not even a lurk at that point. It's just a split B where he's gone with a prowler that ends up biting Kaide. Like, you've got a very extremely fast mid-B split with all of the utility that overwhelms your opponents. They're either stunned, flash, or like nearsighted. Like, you can't get out of that. You gotta kill them before it happens.
It's just this thing, like, one for all, right? The comp, which makes holes in its defenses, you've just got to take advantage of the offense, and this is actually what makes it so exciting to watch what it's going to look like as they move over to defender's side, right?
Now it's the hunt as well to remove these guns. Just a little bit awkward for Margaret, but
yeah.
I mean, we'll see if they can hold on to it. Riddle, they'll be seeing the tide falling again in this back and forth adventure.
Okay.
That we saw on Sunset as well, Mitch. It's carried on. It's just, it's Riddle versus Prisa. It doesn't matter what the map is right now. Both of these teams are really, you know, finding what works for them, countering what works for their opponent to make it then work for them. Like, it's really good.
Brain games upon brain games upon brain games.
Gameplay.
Yeah. But it's still so close. Still so tight, right? They do go for a bit of a weird bite. Jojo can obviously hold on to the Vandal alongside Ace. Can't really invest much more than that. And it looks like the pace is going to be picked up again. This time, Cascade thrown out. Just giving them that space in towards A main.
Yeah. And the change will be this time you got a Nightfall to go into the site instead of a Reckoning too, right? So remove a bit of the HP, get some traces out. At 0 point actually, I believe, found a gorgeous amount of numbers.
Yeah.
So that's information to already start to rotate over.
Just to force the fight out of Jojo. Oh, and Dambi runs into Ace's face. Okay, cool. At least with them highlighting off the entirety of the front side, they don't have to worry about Heaven or anyone on backside. So anyone who's playing as CT has to come ahead of Generator to fight. And at that point, they're very vulnerable. Really smart.
They're going to give it a go. They don't
like SPG are forcing these mistakes out of Riddle order.
Would it be too much to throw down the lockdown? Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, they're looking the wrong way. Taking it down. Solomon misses the shot. Now they can battle this right up here for Margaret.
Okay.
The shot. Jessica will find him. And now is it just worth trying to save the Phantom? Probably not. Maybe.
Enemy remaining.
Francis gets it. And look, Soldam, he'll do his best.
Yeah, you can hunt them. He's like 5 HP.
There's really a whole lot to do here.
Just forget, don't forget to check the angle. You just spam it. Nice.
Into this roster as predominantly the Cypher player, right? Historically going through. You've got him as his main agent being a Cypher. You've got a bit of Killjoy in there. You've got a bit of Jet in there. And it's like, alright guys, we're bringing in a new agent lineup. Margaret, you're playing Yoru.
Yeah, how do you have that conversation with someone? Guys playing Cypher. जिंदगी में एक दो बार Jet खेला रहेगा. Yoru.
Feeling like he's not the one, of course, leading the way in, right? He's not the entry duelist because that's what Darby's doing. He's setting up these flashes. He's being tricky with his fake out. He's being tricky with his TPs as well, just to assist where required. Pretty cool.
Absolutely. Was said, right? You know, playing Cypher.
So 3 people have fired their guns on B. As of now, SPG is selling this fake towards B. And they can be literally anywhere else on the map because of Yoru. So faking becomes so much easier.
And it's real. We'll still have to find out after, right? But as I said, this looks well drilled, it looks well practiced. And they're really sort of taking advantage of that neon meta.
Yeah, that's actually some pretty key information on that scan too, because it's not Margaret, you know, the dimensional drift is leaning towards the B site, which usually you would be using to clear the site, right? So you kind of want to get a little bit of information if you're Riddle order over towards the A side. Is anybody actually there? But more importantly, setting up around
is anybody actually there?
What they're doing now. Yachts is going to be a little bit forward on the lane.
Like a live recon dart, like a live owl drone, he just goes in. And the moment he discovers there's like 3 people present over here, he's just going to tell them to fuck off. Oh no, he actually pops out over there. Wait, that's a mistake. That shouldn't have happened. They're opening the market door rather than closing it. They're opening the door and they're going towards A. Something is sus. Reclay is required towards tree. And that's the responsibility of Jojo. Oh god, Jojo dies. Yeah, there you go. Entire plan ruined now. But wait. They're heading back B again. What on earth? Bro! Double fake upon double fake.
This feels like this is just an ill decision where Darby's pulling rotations and they're going back towards the A site and they're going back towards the B site and it's all a ruse, it's all a fake out. We can't track it, but now we settle down because Ace is in a 1 versus 2 where Francis has no HP.
Man.
He has a Reckoning.
I don't think they've heard that.
What is this round, bro?
And there's the info. He's got the paranoia. That's the only potential saving grace here, but he's got to be so careful onto the other side of that high side. There you go. Look at the info. He's going to be able to throw it out now. He's going to go in for one, but again, the dark cover goes down, and it's the worst decision possible. Francis will find it in SPG. They take 6 here, Komodo, on the attacker's side.
I can't believe they win like this, man. SPG had no business winning this round.
Right?
Yeah, 100%, 6-0. Even losing the pistol and both bonuses against Fennel in the upper bracket grand final, actually, and still winning. So extreme discipline in this map as well. But I just think in this round, right, there's so many important duels that don't actually get finished at the end of it, right? Because you've got
Oh, that. Ew, what is that sound? वो slow motion इतना गंदा लगता है. Oh, okay. Instant A side ult, Reckoning on there, and fast commit.
Reckoning going in, but this is a crunch. You're gonna get flanked. You're gonna get pushed from tree. You're gonna get pushed from heaven.
Oh, he wants that so bad as well. Like, look at this aggression.
Yeah, you're right. If it's a triple avenue retake, then SPG need more area than just the side. That's why they're going and pushing out towards tree. Orbital strike already? Oh, and they did it towards tree. Sorry, they did it towards A main, rather. Very interesting.
Soldown has to try and find something here as Jojo's able to pick up another player now in that position. Danby getting tagged, but Jojo
timing.
Now Persia all alone in this 1v4. They're going to swing for him, 1 HP.
Come on.
And it's not enough. Jojo goes
absolutely
nuclear. And yeah, look.
Riddle order. Proving why the meta works. I guess when you have so much info and so many flanks with that kind of a comp, with like a standard ascent composition, your options open up.
And more importantly as well, it's the fact that that round with the ultimate investment actually goes the way of Riddle order as well, right? Blade Storm in, a lockdown 2, you bait out the orbital strike for it to get denied, but your eyes are still firmly on the prize to get that defuse as Riddle. Persia doesn't get that Molotov out either. So a pretty costly one for Riddle, but they want to try and tie this up 6-6. It was the same deployment of attack from Prisa. It just feels like this composition for them, the opportunities that they've had with this Reckoning hit into the site is just Riddle.
Just not the contact peak
it's upset
from a team that has two duelists like Yoru and Neon. I don't believe it.
Over there as well.
Can't be just another contact play, right? Oh, the timing on Ace. So unlucky, bro. So unlucky, bro. He pulls out the smoke at the worst time possible.
And again, just how easily they're able to find their way in here, right?
Oh god, I feel bad for them.
Following in the neon of
But it's so funny. I mean, I feel bad for Riddle order, but at the same time, it's so funny the way they're losing.
Gun skill,
Yep.
position.
And you got a high tide, you got a cascade, you got a cove as Francis to buy so much time over towards heaven.
We're all going in together. There's going to be that high tide to make it even more challenging.
Oh, he dashes before the drone goes. Hello? That's a mistake. But they still get so many kills. Okay, I guess Riddle order is also playing a little recklessly.
He's not going to be able to block it this time. This time it lands. This time it's secured.
Persia playing it safe. 7-5. Good half. But I can't tell if this is supposed to be a defense-sided comp or an attack-sided comp. What the hell are they doing?
Up on this defensive side of Prisa, because we saw over on Sunset when the Neons deployed, you are going
what?
in the pistol round as well, right? We've seen a couple of rounds where Soldine's getting aggressive in through towards mid on the jet instead of the Neon on this one. So I think there's a lot of guesses we can use on and deploy on how we think Prisa are going to be playing this defensive side. But I think
how you think
there's a lot of reactive ability and a lot of quick stalling they can do because you've got those sky smokes, because you've got the stuns and the incendiaries. You can really stop Riddle from just blowing their way into
exactly. They've got so much recyclable smokes, they can just shut down the choke points forever. Like there's only like 15 seconds between one high tide and another high tide, and that's the exact time you need to put a cascade in. So you high tide, cascade, high tide, cascade. That's at least what?
Actual retakes, but for the stalling in the
15 plus 10 plus 50 plus. That's easily a minute gone. You can stall out an entire minute just like that. Plus you've got the brimstone smokes, which are 19 seconds each. You can forever hold those chokes and stop Riddle order from coming in. Force them to play in the last 30 seconds of the round.
Unpredictable side. And that's what
God, why did I not
again,
cook up
it
this
is
comp
going to
before?
all come down onto how
It
we
actually
translate
is
this
viable.
over towards
And I've been
that
wanting someone to
defender's
play the
side now.
Yoru, and finally
You know,
someone
they're
picks
gonna
it up,
have
and
to do their best to lean into this aggression.
it's here in
Really try
Ascension.
and take as much
Damn, I
control as
banged my
possible.
desk so hard my
But
webcam moved.
anyway,
Sorry about
this is
that.
still a winnable series for both sides, right? We saw how close map number 1 was. And map number 2, obviously there's, again, a bit of spice.
Yeah, so you have a little bit of a discussion right now. I think you as Riddle have a bit of an idea on how the individuals are playing and what their roles are, right? Margaret's not entering. He's flashing for the team, right? Ivy lurking a little bit, having these prowlers try to find it. A late
I mean,
haunt
it makes
as well
sense. A
against
Cypher player
information.
can lurk, and Yoru is perfect for lurking and joining your team later.
So it is going to be Francis over towards
So there's a
the
little
side.
similarity,
You've got
at
Darby
least on the
playing
attack
the
side,
tree,
right?
Margaret's
And
in
you
the
don't
mid,
need
Prisa
a Cypher
towards
on
the A
Ascent.
side. So Skysports
At least on
probably
attack.
5,
You
20
don't
seconds over
need
towards
an
the A
anti-backstab
side of things.
tool.
Again, you can stall with a quick
You can
stun
prevent
from Darby and
backstabs
the
in Ascent
defender.
without having any sentinel utility,
Skysports
at least
well,
as
when you think
attackers.
about it too, right? You got the sprint from Darby.
So
Uh,
it might just work, despite its glaring flaws and mistakes, and not, I can't even call it a mistake. Despite its obvious flaws and shortcomings, it is possible to play around those
Trying to see what they can find. Ivy
and
onto
just
the line now.
straight up
They're actually pretty keen
not
to
have a
potentially
problem.
Go back into this one, which is a bit dangerous, a bit deadly.
Oh god, I don't like this
Soldan
being alone.
might actually find out
Francis
where
gone.
to go.
That
So get his head ripped off. That's Francis going down, and now Ivy is going to have to try.
the one guy who can delay forever is dead
A
already.
little bit spooked.
So I guess this pistol is gone.
Door, and Sight's still yet
Unless
to
you can
secure
TP into
actually
Yoru backside. No, he doesn't have a teleport.
But he does get that spike planted.
Bring them down.
He's going to have a bit of a late
Right,
appearance
Soldam
here
close.
as well, but
Cleared.
he needs to start to get into the side of our SPG and the trade starts to
Kaide.
come on out as well, but
Kaide
getting
still
the
in.
go.
Kabi hasn't been cleared out yet. Wow. So many problems coming out of that market smoke. These are the kind of problems you expect RID to run into, not SPG.
Obviously, we have Lotus around the corner if it is necessary. Prisa have so much to prove with this composition that it can work on the defender's side as well.
What
And
is
so
that?
far, the sample size
What
obviously
is that
is
audio?
limited, but
You.
look at that from Kaide, completely blind, able to find 3 is awesome. And then
Why
they
does the
still
highlight
round
sound
as
so
well.
bad?
So they managed to make quick work
Ew.
of Danby there, which I think was one of the big keys.
One of the problems with this composition for Prisa actually is their lack of reconnaissance ability in the beginning. They have to use bodies and numbers to get that info, right? That's why
Correct. I agree with that 100%.
Peek in, because apart from the haunt, you've got nothing. So you have to do exactly what they're doing now. You've got to take the space with the numbers.
Yeah, but look at the way they take space now. They've got entirety of B. They use a high tide and everything. They clear that entire area. And now as a 5-man retake, you can use the harbor, the high tides to get the Neon into uncomfortable spots. Like, have him dive out of heaven into a gen, easy kills, bro.
Inside main now. All of them inside garden, just outside door, up at heaven.
ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो रहा है. Soldam doesn't need to do this. Yeah, he falls back. Good decision. Can't take unnecessary risks. Good one. Keep it clean, keep it simple. Good one. No overextensions. You can't do that against a team which has Neon and Yoru.
They'll pay a 7th round a visit. As the score
By the time
is
the
now
next one
tied
begins, I'm
again
gonna get
here
some.
on Ascent.
What? Oh wait, it's right here.
Well, let's see what the
Right.
weaponry does look like for Prisa here. Darby, we know how proficient he can be with the judge, of course, but with not a lot of damage being collected for Prisa in these rounds. They're going to prioritize the utility with the lesser weaponry because there's just no credits, right? So, judge in, guardian in, light shield. Gotta be a little bit careful, and probably not look to just play as defaulty again. You know, I really feel like the way that they've been structured on Sunset and the way that they've transitioned to their attack side here does bring in thriving in the chaos and taking a lot of the space. Interestingly enough, Francis actually has an Odin.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're so ready, but so is Francis.
So ठीक है, at least Ivy गया. Ivy doesn't need to stay alive to stall. Oh, he can't even stall them now. He can't even use his abilities because he's silenced.
Fast as well, Jojo. Pick it up.
This KO is gonna be a pain in the neck for them. Yeah, just protect yourself, man. Use a bulletproof bow or whatever. Do whatever it takes to save yourself. Free fire everywhere. He needs backup. Where's the rest of his team? Why are they not helping him yet? Why are they trying to re-clear tree? Persia going into B alone. Arey yaar, ye nahi hona tha. Can't play like this. You had such a good advantage over there.
Hold down the position. Doesn't have to fight. Doesn't have to go for it. The dark cover's going to give them all the space, and now Bolt captures the info. It's
Damn, bro.
absolutely A-OK for Riddle Order. And that is a round secure that they would be absolutely dreaming of, Komodo, as they take the lead back.
Nah, about time they take a back time out. Alright, I'm gonna reduce the caster's volume a little. I'm gonna do a little bit of my own theory crafting. Huh? I don't have a big pen? Oh, interesting. Alright, let's just do it on minimap. What they did in this round, भाई minimap गायब कर दिया अब. This game doesn't want me to put my own theory in it as well. Minimap गायब कर दिया. अब कहाँ दिखाऊंगा मैं? ठीक है, fine. I guess I'll just wait 30 seconds. Let's see what they're cooking. The point is, they don't have any reconnaissance. They don't have any re-clearing abilities. So they have to commit bodies to do it, right? At least they can create these small pockets of space and take that for themselves. So they can use the same structure for retaking as well. If they're retaking it, पहले छोटा सा एक cascade डाल के Gen and Hell clear कर दो. Then एक और cascade डाल के you lock out aim in and then you बोलते ना, then you go in and clear the rest of the site. And the harbor needs to stay alive the longest. Harbor का एक बार cove आ गया, diffuse becomes so much easier. So they need to play around the win condition of keeping that harbor alive. But if the harbor keeps getting suppressed by the KO knife again and again, they won't be able to win. That's their primary win condition. Alright, casters, you can come back online a little louder.
A good discussion with Vors there in the timeout as Riddle order. The experience that he brings in, playing with a bunch of these players before as well, or coaching these players, right? So he's got an idea of, he's been sitting back watching what's been working.
Good lineup, won't clear anyone. Why will it clear anyone? Because everyone's out of A main already. Big paranoia. Oh shit. Yeah, there you go. SPD is already pretty much destroyed. Persia? Yo! Persia! Stop! This was supposed to be done! No shot! No shot! Persia clutches that. No. Sands of Time, Prince of Persia doesn't cut what he's just pulled off. This guy just pulled off a snape over here, bro. He's like, keep this in your memory, and then he's like, pulls out a tear and smacks them with it. That paranoia was huge. Everyone's blind. Look, Yoru, blind. Brim, blind.
Got Persia in the end there. He buys time, catches the two of them, but then just individually.
My god. Pure solo firepower. I feel bad for Ace, man. Like, Ace threw his paranoia really well. It actually connected. It should have been able to kill all of SPG. But this one dude with a sheriff. One dude.
That's exactly right. And mistakes from Riddle order. You know, they weren't exactly in bad positions. It was pretty nasty shots, that double shot.
Yoru can hear both of these. These guys have just cleared B. They did not spot Killjoy. So they think it might be an A hit. Which is correct. Which is correct. Unless RID fall back later. Never mind, they're not falling back. Even the Killjoy is joining them. Yeah, this is the hard commitment. It's gonna be a 5v5 retake.
Which you just have to agree, alright, we're playing retake. We probably had the idea of this. We've got the Reckoning to go on in. We've still got Sky Smoke. We've got the Molly.
Reckoning invested. Nice one. But where's the high tide? You need a high tide. He walked into his own stun. Oh god. Yeah, it's getting very awkward. There's so many trapped behind just Gen. You didn't clear them all. Oh, outward smoke. They knew that the A main choke one's gonna be smoked off, so they put up this other this one. They put up the other smoke so they can peek out of it. Did he not have Cove? Or was it like broken instantly? Did Francis have Cove, chat? Didn't even notice?
Yeah, it's a bit interesting from Francis at the end there.
Hello, Bhushan Gamer 45. Welcome to the stream. Kaise ho, bro? Also, don't call me Sir Crips, bro. Kya? Uncle wali vibe aati hai. I'm not Sir or anything. Please don't say that. Just call me bro. Bro.
Really well weathered for Riddle order, and in the end there, Francis, yeah, maybe not activated in the early beginning in that one, trying to set up his team. Well, the weaknesses of SPG might look to get overextended.
It's kind of funny how they use the dagger instantly B main pay, and then the recon deep towards CT. So they get the entirety of B information, but all that information is useless if both those items are gonna be broken.
to play against the aggression now. You have to have your numbers readily available.
मैं SVIS वाला हूँ. Oh, तुम SVIS से हो. What up, what up? अरे मेरे को प्रिंसिपल मैम वापस बुला रही है इसके लिए क्या नवरात्रि के लिए. So I might see you guys again if you're there.
Be pushed up, right? So a little creep up. Nothing over on the side of A, however. Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I mean if I'll be there. I might have to travel. So देखता हूँ. I guess one of those days of Navratri I'll come and visit you guys. Oh, Francis. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The entire team is full of Sheriff Masters.
Domain expansion right now, Francis.
Ooh.
The form of the Sheriff. The spikes drop. Ace is sitting there going, what
I cannot believe they do that twice in a row, bro. Holy shit. Our ID is gonna be broken. Huh? Struggle is real. 1v1. But Persia has a Sheriff. And he's got the orbital strike. Let's go! I can't believe this. This is ridiculous, bro. This is absolutely nuts. Again, man. 1, 2. Just what? He didn't even see the KO properly. He just pre-fired at them. Oh my god. First it's Persia, then it's Francis. 2 back-to-back Sheriff triple kill eco rounds. Fuck. Insane, dude. Oh, that flash. Dangerous. He's got the Reckoning again? Already? Like, abhi to use kiya tha isne ult. He's farmed up the ult again already. Oh, lordy lord. Sai spawn में घुस के मार रहे हैं bro. Top mid smoke. What is this?
This is the aggression. This is what we're looking for from Sin Prisa Gaming with this comp that makes a whole lot of sense right now.
I mean,
it doesn't just make sense, it blows minds.
I feel like could pull this out without a lot of practice and a lot of thought plans going into it.
Bhushan, tum NDA wale ho. Oh yeah, you're the guy who wanted to get into NDA. I remember there was only one dude who wanted to get into NDA. But I hope there's no correlation between firing guns in a video game and then firing guns in real life. I hope that's not the reason you're joining NDA.
Great blindside assists coming through from Margaret, because again, Margaret's got 11 assists on a Yoru, but he's not dueling. It's not his primary initiative in this series.
Oh my god, look at कितना clear कर रहे हैं bro. B-main मतलब इनको starting के हर round में B-main मिल ही रहा है. 3-4 राउंड से देख रहा हूँ रिडल ऑर्डर को ए जाने पे मजबूरी हो रही है बिकॉज बी उनको मिल ही नहीं रहा है. बी स्टार्टिंग में हाइट हाइट आके वो लोग काट देते हैं. Yatsuka with some Sheriff, but now there's a triple flank coming back. Okay. Yeah, I mean, sure, they know about the triple flank. Oh, plant denied. No, ult. Not good. That's not a good ult. But the flash is perfect though. अब ये बेचारा जो अंदर फंस चुका है. Oh wait, I thought the Neon killed him. I thought Dampy killed him. Okay, it was Ivy. Cool, cool. Whatever. It's crazy. Bhushan gamer. No, but I like games as my hobby. Nice. 2 hobbies. Nice. Use games as a hobby only, bro. Otherwise, you'll end up like me, a person who takes video games too seriously. You don't want to be that person, trust me.
Where they're grouping up together, going into a site, they're finding the straggler that Riddle Order generally always have, regardless of the map. There's always somebody lurking around.
There's always somebody lurking? No, bro. They don't even need the lurk. Lurk implies that you're moving secretly. SPG is loud. Like, they're like, yeah, we're flanking. What are you gonna do about it? It's that attitude. Kaide, finally some action. Nice. Double kill usko milke अच्छा तो हुआ है, but Ivy is just... Bro. Finally, I thought Kaide with that double kill might stop the SPG B train. But he gets completely derailed as well. Oh, nice. Oh my saab. This is gonna be a quick 2-0, guys. This is a quick 2-0.
SPG
Oh, by the way, Bhushan,
and Sirius.
I need a little bit of your advice. When do you think is the best time to visit? And if you guys have any other updates about this whole Navratri festival जो हो रहा है, like when is it? कितने बजे होएगा? Is it gonna be early morning again? Just like that nature environment day thing?
If we're getting the same agent lineups, by the way, with no changes between them. And then we get the third Decider Lotus, which I thought was going to be an absolute belter of a map and a really good ending one for both of these teams who are both 100% on it. Not as much tape for the side of Riddle Order, but very similarly compared, right? No, we're not getting that. We're getting Prisa coming back with a comeback. We're getting a 1v4 to absolutely send us on Sunset. And now we're getting Sheriff 4 kills. We're getting a composition that nobody was ever thought was going to be like a possibility to come on out. Somebody's just, random agent selected and said, yep, that'll do.
9/11.
My prediction
9/11.
at the start of this series.
Day of disaster.
And it's just been put in the bin.
I guess it's safe to say that their dreams are coming crashing down.
Right? Like, as said, the chef is meant to change the menu seasonally, right? Ingredients.
I will tell you by tomorrow. I will investigate tomorrow. Is it okay? हाँ bro, आराम से जब भी बताना बताओ. I mean, there is time. कभी शुरू हो रहा है? I think 2nd to 5th है. 2nd October to 5th October, right? Now I have to decide which day to come on. Like I have to come on one of those days. So I'm just trying to figure that out. मेरे को प्रिंसिपल मैम ने बोला 2nd to 5th के बीच में कभी भी आओ. So I don't know if students will come on 2nd because छुट्टी है, गांधी जयंती and all. So I'm just trying to figure out how to meet max number of people in minimum amount of time as possible. Oh God, Yoru's already behind them like this. Great stun. Like इसके info के कारण he's acting like a live recon dart and now the neon stuns wherever he looks. Also, the technical team made a mistake. Tech pause पे उन्होंने 9-11 लिख दिया था, but the score is 9-12. Oh my God, Persia opping, Brimstone opping. There's no sense, no logic being followed by this team, and even then, it makes so much sense the way they are playing. Francis late look, one tap to end it. Jesus, amazing. Now I'm scared of this team. Prisa actually deserves to be in VCT, bro. What is this level of cooking? This next level of cooking, bro.
2-0 is not something that a lot of people would have put as the resultant score of this series, I would say, especially when you look at what Asian lineups come out in this one and the comeback and the plays that we were seeing over on Sunset. This game was one that was hyped up as a potential grand final game, but I think honestly, Mitch, what we've seen in this one right
A
now,
potential grand final game?
that'll, tickle a lot of people's fancy
Wait,
for the next
were
couple
people
of
actually expecting both Prisa and Riddle Order to get into the finals? I don't think Riddle Order is a final level team. I don't think they can get to finals. Let me check the brackets. Riddle Order Prisa ये खत्म हो गया. I would have expected someone like a Naus to be in the grand finals. Even Full Sense can get there. Actually, you know what? Full Sense beat Disguise, beat JFT. I think Prisa versus Full Sense might be a damn good grand final. That's my prediction. Can I do that in pick'ems? Chalo, let's do it. Let's do pick'ems. मैंने अब तक pick'ems किए नहीं है. Alright, so between these two, I pick. Wait, what? Are pick'ems closed or pick'ems are locked? And I haven't even signed it. GG. That's why I couldn't do it. Lol. कोई बात नहीं. I told my pick'ems to chat. That's enough. I showed it online. Alright, fellas. This was it from my side. I know मैंने thumbnail पे लिखा है मैं 2 games broadcast करूँगा, but I don't think I will be staying for the second game. That's gonna be it from my side. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And Bhushan, let me know what's the scene. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in. Kal milte hai. By the way, tomorrow Revenant is playing as well, and they need your blessings. So whether or not you tune in to the stream, please pray for Revenant Esports because they need your strength to make it to the next stage. Bhushan, but you will be in stage, so we can't meet you. I will be on stage. अरे मैं नीचे आऊँगा ना मिलने के लिए. मैं क्या करूँगा stage पे बैठ के पूरा time? This is not an esports stage. I won't stay up there forever. Chill. आऊँगा मैं नीचे. I'll meet you guys. So Bhushan, I will see you guys IRL for Navratri. Meanwhile, all the other people, I will see you guys online tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Wake up early on time. Okay, I know I'm asking you to wake up early on a Sunday, and that's very bad of me. But then, वही time पे match है, so good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Peace.